Hello and welcome, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to that, if anybody is interested, we have one more open slot available for the new Tuesday early campaign that we are going to be starting next month. And we have a returning player to the community, Zenpool. I'm so excited for this. He's finally going to be in a place where he can actually have internet and human interaction, and we're going to be playing a lot of fucking fun. So I think that is going to be all of my shameless self-promoting. Go ahead and give us that recap, Argon.
So exhausted from the aftermath of the war in Nicodranus, we eventually go find Joel to look into getting his smuggler contact. We find him in a bar telling a bunch of stories about his exploits along with ours, trying to raise spirits. We send him out to get some necessary supplies, and then we all head to bed. While sleeping, Fordrum receives a visitation from the Allfather, where he is shown the fields of anvils that the Allfather had set up in preparation for the amount of people that they expected to die at the battle. And he is happy that they ended up not being necessary yet. They then share some time finishing up Zurazar's rapier in the timeless environment that is the Allfather's Forge. And Fordrum wakes up giddy from the experience, giggling. For them some off-color jokes that the Allfather said at the end relating to gods, biology, and rain. Capriccio, meanwhile, has another visitation from nobody, who did finally eventually give Capriccio her name, as that some people do call her Exandria. And she took him to see the tree that was destroyed and the new life that was budding there. A new tree of life named Daisy, who will grow faster and more larger through love being brought more into the world than it is now. Daisy gives a gift to Capriccio of a seed, and he is told that if we ever see that weapon again and we know it's coming in, to plant the seed as soon as possible, and Daisy will help us with it. Daisy! In the morning, Zurazar gets his rapier from Fordrum. Argon goes inside of a demiplane, and that Capriccio does not like the fact that it's undecorated and is really unhappy with the fact that it's just a plain room. But he drops off his robes and his chair and then comes back out as a Zemnian man. Zurazar hands out all of our different new identities and roles that we're going to play. And then we head to Oth to meet up with the smuggler. We meet up with him. There's a little bit of talk about payment. We find out that there's a beholder on the trail and that he has to pay the beholder gold. Eventually, we will find out that sometimes the beholder wants more than gold, in which case it's whoever is last gets taken by the beholder. The rest get away. We progress for a while. We hide from some things, trying not to pick fights. We eventually get to a deep chasm where Cynthia follows him and finds our guide petrified by the beholder and then pulled into its cave, where it looks like he has a bunch of other people he's petrified and dressed up in some sort of weird macabre play of some form or another. But the outside of the cave has a bunch of blue gems on it, which Fordrum had been told by the Allfather was a sign of some people that were in trouble and would be beneficial for us to help. So we are now all prepped for a fight. Cynthia went in and set an arrow into the eye of the beholder to try and draw it out of its cave. And that is where we are starting up.
Alrighty. So, everybody, I need stealth checks from everybody who's on the top half of this. And we'll be taking the average from your group.
I'm going to use one of my advantages for the game.
Sounds
since
good.
I have 3 today. And it made a difference.
All right. So 13 plus 21 plus 14 divided by 3 comes out to 16.
Wait. I need to roll.
What? Oh, you're putting yourself over there?
Oh yeah, because I remember I was hanging
Thank
with Oregon.
you for failing.
Yes.
Oh, Capriccio.
Yes. 48 plus 3 divided by 4 means your average comes out to 13 now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As Cynthia comes running all the way into the chamber, past all of you, sprinting and then turning around and knocking an arrow, getting ready for another shot, you all wait in anticipation. As you are waiting, Capriccio, a little bit of dust falls from up high and sprinkles around your nose and just causes you to sneeze. Argon, there's no way in hell that a creature with 8 fucking eyes would miss something like that.
But does it have 8 ears?
Sorry, 11 eyes.
Oh.
And then you all hear... So an ambush. That's what you all think of me. Oh, so disappointing. It would appear you have 2 options. Go back from whence you came, or come down here. Please. I encourage you all to make haste with this decision.
Is that pleasant?
Well, shit. I'm just going to look across at where I know Braska and Fordrum are, even though I can't really see them. They're right on the edge of my vision. I'll be like...
I think Argon wants to go first. Oh. Well, good on him. That seems odd, but I think he went like I don't know if he waved or if he's like me. No, I think you're right. That
Alright.
looked like I'm going.
Vision does hit that far. Good. Well, as you are positioned over there, unfortunately, a hovering creature that melds into stone to move freely through this large corridor and chasm that you guys have positioned yourselves into does not alert any of you to its presence until after it gets its surprise round. Everybody, roll initiative, please.
Really?
I know. I get a surprise round.
Zorzo's over here just like kind of going over his lines from when they get into the Empire.
Did Sin ever give somebody Cynthia?
I think I have Cynthia.
Okay, cool.
I selected my token, but yet it decided to not want to select my token. Let's try this again with more feeling.
Please try it again with more feeling.
I'll take the 15.
I'll take a 14. Yeah, that's not bad for me. It still probably
Well-
lasts, right? 15.
It's a 15.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. The number with like the weird kind of curly thing at the bottom that you see a 5.
Yeah, Zurzar, you definitely have more dex than the beholder.
The beholder? It's a bee?
Yeah,
There's a
There's
bee?
a bee.
There's a bee. So, none of you are alerted to it until after it pops out from behind you, Capriccio and Argon. As it turns and rotates, its eye immediately gleams to life. Argon, you were magically flying, correct?
Yeah, I was.
How high up?
All right, guys. Who opened the iron
Probably,
flask?
probably about 30 feet would be my guess.
30 feet. All right, that's going to be 30 feet of falling damage, so 3d6.
Ouch.
God damn. As
Don't fall on your head.
you're completely unaware that this is happening, and you collapse down to the ground. You feel your robes sink, much more heavy material than you've ever noticed because the magic becomes inert within it. And Capriccio, you holding on, are dragged all the way down with him as the beholder just smiles widely. Looking down,
Wait, what?
Argon falls. You were on Argon's shoulder, correct?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, never mind. Then you're still flying right there with him. Okay. Oh, and there's a new tool, everybody. A cone tool!
Yes, they did do that.
They did. So everything in this, right now, there is no magic.
About time they did that.
I know.
Does it dispel or does it just suppress?
Suppressed.
Okay, so it's like anti-magic field. It suppresses it. All right.
Correct.
So I'm currently a Goliath again.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Blink.
I'm now a Goliath in a robe much too small for it.
Very, very interesting.
Laying on the ground.
Okay. So since the two of you are stuck within the eye's range, in order to... Ooh, wait. Yeah, no. It definitely is going to pop out, just look at you to make you fall down to the ground. And then it is going to make its eye stalk start whipping and whirling around. You know what? It'll it'll make sure it hits all of you. And... Well, Cynthia definitely is going to be one of the ones targeted. 3 eyes at random. Reroll any of the same numbers. Alrighty, so Cynthia and Zurazar, you two are the only two not within the magic eye stock right now. That is going to be Cynthia, Zurazar, Cynthia. So, 4, Cynthia needs to give a dex save.
Oh, let me find...
At least it's not me getting hit twice.
16.
Just barely a success. You need to give me a strength save, Zurazar.
Oh man, that's not my good one. 1.
A dirty
We're
one
not
at that.
lying.
As one of the eye stalks looks over towards Cynthia, you see this ray of purple energy pulsate out over, and she dodges between these little hoops that pulsate and move out of the way. As you kind of look over and you're like, oh, this is going to be easy. You feel this magnetic grasp at you, Zurazar, that grabs onto your body and forces you 30 feet high into the air.
Whee!
You are floating. Moves at 30 feet if it restrained by the grip until the start of its... So until the start of its next turn, you are gripped, restrained, and incapacitated. All right, and then 2 con save for Cynthia.
Oh.
14 is a failure. Cynthia is now paralyzed for 1 minute.
Oh.
Can repeat the save at the end of each of her turns. All effects of the beholder maintain while inside of the ice cone, but it cannot target you while you are in the cone with the eye stalks itself. Beholders are exceptionally complicated creatures to run, so yeah. And it just floats there, laughing. Or maybe I'll just come to you instead. Cynthia, end of her turn, repeats the con save.
Yeah.
Still paralyzed. Braska.
Still paralyzed.
All right, now that I know that the laughter's coming from over there, I'm going to start booking it over there.
Alrighty.
How far over there can I get?
Keep in mind, none of your anythings are magical right now.
Okay. And then how far is he? 40 feet. Okay. I'm going to just shoot him with my bow now, I guess. Just because that's the only thing I got for range.
Your mundane bow.
It was already mundane.
Yeah. Well, 20 hits.
Yeah.
No rage damage on that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's just a universal modifier. That's just always on.
So 16 total damage.
Not bad. And then I'm going to rage. Just 'cause that's probably going to be handy.
Uh-huh.
And that's my turn.
Oop, wrong button. Just clarifying that that spell is not concentration. All right, Argon, your go.
All right, I'll stand up for half my movement. 5,
Yep.
10, 15. Which should get me just out of the zone, so I'll turn back into a human again.
You're human. Wait. I do need to stay consistent with it, but it's like this. There we go.
I'm pretty sure, I thought I saw somewhere that if you hold shift while you draw it, it leaves it up. I don't know if that's true or not, but I saw that somewhere.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I don't
Thank
know how
you.
you get rid of it, but probably
don't.
draw a new one.
Yeah, I'll make a new one. It's fine.
That's beautiful.
That is.
I don't know if this is going to work or not, because I don't know enough about how these rules interact, but I'm going to try it anyways. I'm going to try and summon Argon's hand.
Okay.
Why will it not let me? Why is it? Stop doing things. It's got everything selected, and now I can't get out of.
Double click on any one thing in there.
Oh, there, I got it.
Yeah.
All right. And he is going to attempt to grapple him. I don't know if you can keep something from turning when it's grappled. I know their speed is 0, but I don't know exactly how the interaction works, so I'm going to test it and find out.
Its movement speed is 0. Ooh, that is a good question. All right, so you're doing the grapple against it, correct?
Yeah. So it's strength score target is it's not medium or smaller, so it's just strength, regular strength check.
1.
17. I rolled a save, but it should have been a check. Yeah, I'll roll. It's got to be the intended roll. So. And that is my turn.
Hello.
All right, I'm closing Cynthia's character sheet. All I've done with you so far is get you paralyzed.
Pass without a trace only matters to anybody within the aura itself, but Capricia rolled a nat 1. On group checks, that's a failure.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Argon is over. Capriccio.
Okay. Going to go over here, and I am going to cast Sunbeam at it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Sunbeam. Go for it.
Is the visual cone the peripheral of the being eye?
Yes.
Okay.
And also move your hand over here, Argon,
Okay.
just so it's more accurate to, like, that is where you're trying to hold and position it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so con save.
Yes.
18 failed.
It is blinded.
Alrighty.
You made a beholder blind.
I sure did.
I'm pretty sure they have rules for that, but they may not. I don't even know.
I have no idea. I don't care.
I've never fought a beholder.
I haven't either.
Either way.
It's funny that all the eye stalks in the main eye would be blind.
That's why we're all trying things we have no idea whether they'll be effective or not.
I'm not. I'm doing exactly what I know will be
Well,
effective.
that's true.
Capriccio, I need
Yeah.
you to roll me a d10.
Sure.
That's going to be which of its eyes are blinded.
Yeah.
All right.
2.
Keep in mind, 2, if we roll that, does not fire.
All right,
What
I'll
don't
keep
you-
that on a note.
Yep, thank you. All done, Capriccio?
Don't really have a lot of bonus actions, so yeah, that'll be it for me.
Alrighty. Zurazar.
Floating. Mm.
Actually, I'm with you.
30 feet rotating in the air. You can move yourself 30 feet by swishing and swimming, but you're just floating 30 feet in the air right now.
I mean, I'll just do that. You mean I can move 40 feet?
You can only move up to 30 feet in any direction.
Even if I have mobile?
The ability specifically says you can only move up to 30 feet in any direction.
Even getting the feet that makes me move faster, I still can't move that fast.
It's the ability itself that's making it so you have to, like...
I know. I'm giving you shit.
Please don't today.
Okay. I can kind of see the corner.
Hey, good enough. Disadvantage.
Firebolt.
Oh, also, I emit light, so you would be able to see it.
How much light
Oh.
do you emit, Capriccio?
I linked it. It's bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30.
Bright light for 30. Low light for an additional 30.
At least
And
until the
it's-
beholder turns and looks at you.
Correct.
It's okay.
So now you're not at disadvantage on the attack.
Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get it right in its stupid little eye.
The dazzling fairy makes it dazzle. Shoot the beam. Hit the creature.
Alright. For 25.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good chunking on it. All done? Wait, where's
Uh,
Cynthia is top of the initiative order. Yeah, okay. All right.
I'm just kind of twirling in place. Do I get another save or no?
No, it's at the start of its next turn.
Okay, so once it comes up, I get another chance.
No, at
Or-
the start of its turn, you fall 30 feet to the ground.
Oh.
Yep.
Can I just brace?
You could have as your action?
Can I use it as my cunning action?
No, cunning action brace is not a thing. Dodge. It would be considered the same as dodge, so that's more of the monk's thing. Whereas,
I'm not, either way, I'm not really stressed about it.
all right, you're
yeah,
only
that's
falling 30 feet, so it's 3d6.
It's not like 100 where it's instant death.
Yeah. 9.
It's just a,
You fall down. 9
my
damage.
ankles.
My coccyx.
Alrighty, as the creature starts shaking its head and one of the stalks is just flopping around looking very pissed off right now, the other stalks are going to aim at... Argon summoned the hand, so Argon, you're eating 2, Capriccio, you're eating 1.
Sure.
If we roll any of the same numbers, we re-roll.
Oh, shit.
Well, good, that 2 doesn't do anything to you, Capriccio.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go.
But 10 and 9. Ooh, those are the good
For
ones.
Argon.
Argon,
Sorry,
deck
Argon.
save on the 10. Let's
That's what I'm
fucking
wanting.
go, wizard!
Wow.
In my human form, I'm much more agile.
Apparently, yeah, and that saber suck. Nice. Another deck save.
Ha! 19, 21.
What the fuck, guys?
I'm telling you, I am more nimble as a human.
That is
I'm
insane.
used to moving something much taller. This thing responds much faster than I'm used to.
And
That is insane.
it cannot move its eye while grappled. I just made sure. And also thematically, that sounds incredible. A fucking Bigby's hand grabs the eye and just holds it there, like
Just shoving it into the wall.
That's an amazing visual.
Fordrum.
Do I get another save at the end of its turn, or is it at my turn?
At the end of your turn, you get another save. We already rolled for you this round, though, right before you showed up.
Okay.
I charge, dash, run, and then I'm wondering, can I do that thing where I cover my face with my shield? So I can't really see where I'm going, but I can hear where I'm going?
If you would like, sure.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So you're just hiding behind your shield as you run forward?
Well, I'm in the middle of a charge, except it'll take me 2 dashes to actually get there.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Cynthia. End of your turn. Con save. Alright, you are
Yeah.
still paralyzed. And Braska.
All right, I am going to finish running up on this bitch.
All right. I will let you know it is flying 30 feet in the air.
Ah, god damn it.
Yes.
Well, I'll run up on it and just start throwing physical weapons on him.
Alrighty.
And then I'll try to ask Argon to just try to push him down a little bit more. $18 hit?
Oh, you're throwing your hand axe at it?
Yeah.
18 just barely hits.
Sweet.
22 hits.
Hey.
We love 22.
Yeah.
All right, all done?
Yeah.
All
That is kind of all I can do.
Argon, your turn.
Alright, while it's still kind of up in the air, I'm going to move over here. Kind of so I don't catch anybody else in it, including the hand. And I'm going to do prismatic spray straight up into it. I don't even know how this spell works.
Each
It's
creature
amazing.
within a 60-foot cone. So draw a cone from you in a 60-foot area and see who gets hit. You can angle
Remember,
it
though-
upwards, so anybody.
Yeah, that's what I plan
So
on
you'll
doing,
hit
is angling
Bigby's
it up.
hand and it, but you won't hit anybody else.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'll take that hit.
Alrighty. So each
Just so I
creature
can try
must
this.
make a dex save. All right, dex save coming.
But it's grappled.
That doesn't affect its dex saves.
Oh.
All right, roll for Bigby's hand.
8.
Fail, fail. Alrighty. For each target, roll a d8.
So for the beholder,
3 yellow, 10d6 lightning.
$32.
All right, and now for Bigby's hand. 5
Five.
10d6 cold.
Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Sorry.
That's not even a d6. Like a d6, like a d6. 37. Good chunking on it.
Good rolls.
Oops.
Well, you don't want a good roll against your own now. Alrighty. That seems to have hit it.
Minus 37. Then Bigby's hand will move down, pulling him with me.
Alrighty, so how far down does it move? 30 feet?
I'm gonna move him to the floor so
All right.
Braska can hit him.
And Braska, you are in the cone, as well as... Well, yeah.
Oh no.
He was already in the code.
Cup.
And then and then it's going to squeeze. For 14 damage.
All right, Capriccio, your go.
Beam.
Beam again. Okay, that's what you meant. Okay, my bad. 13 fails for 20 more radiant.
And blinded again. Or
Oh,
does it
it's-
blind a different item? Or
You know what? That's flavorful. Yeah, roll a d10.
it does have multiple eyes.
It does, yeah. And because the mechanic says you have to blind a eye, yeah, fuck it, why not?
So the question is,
Oh, that's the
choose?
good one. You don't choose, unfortunately. It's whichever one stayed open while it went, ugh.
Can you cast it 9 more times? That's the real question.
You took out its
Still a
best eye.
I think the 10 was the best eye in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the one that you just targeted.
Yeah.
10.
That's a bad one.
Yeah. Anything else, Capriccio?
I wish I had more bonus actions. Maybe like throw something at it. But no, I don't have anything.
Zurazar. I'll allow bonus action toss a rock that does nothing. So you stand up from prone.
So that's 20. But can I make it? No, I can't. Oh no.
With a dash, you can. And you can bonus action dash, can't you?
Yeah, but that's my turn then. Action, bonus action, dash. That's a silly.
Why is your action gone?
It's half my movement to stand up.
Yeah,
so
so
my 20. So if I dashed, I'd be right here.
yeah,
we
bonus.
just-
Oh no.
He's still 5 feet short. Yeah.
No, we need to give you a pole arm
Big
or a
oof.
whip.
Or a bow.
Or you know what? I'm just
You
really,
have a bow.
I'm really tired, and no matter what, I add my speed. I'm just always just short with my speed. I'm a third level spell chromatic orb.
That's fair. Hey, you started that far back.
I'm sorry, I don't not chromatic orb. Third level chaos bolt.
Chaos.
If it bounces to any one of you, Godspeed.
Fair enough.
Do I get advantage because he's restrained?
He's not restrained. He's grappled.
That restrained is basically grapple in Italian. 13.
13 misses.
You tried it.
Have anything I can change that? Add a magics, anything? Oh, I've got my fucking. Do I keep my inspiration from last week?
Was it a DM inspiration?
It was the recap.
No, those never carry over by week. Those are
Oh.
use them or lose them.
You know, I'll use mine. I'm feeling ballsy. Never mind.
That's fine. Alrighty, end of your turn.
Yeah. You know what? Bonus action dash.
All right.
'Cause why not?
At the end of your turn, the beholder begins saying some very deeply rooted and eldritch words that seem to cause its skin to begin dripping off slightly, and then it unlocks its legendary form and prowess.
Oh,
Do I understand what it said?
Do you
since I can
understand
speak
deep
Abyss?
speech?
Oh,
Yes.
I thought it was Abyss.
Nope. This is eldritch deep speech.
Mm,
Alrighty, so with its legendary action, it is going to shoot off one of its rays. Argon,
always Argon.
4.
The silly wizard.
Silly wizard deck save.
Oh, I can only make so many of these, Joey.
I know.
8.
You are now slowed. You cannot
That's
take
fine.
reactions. You can either take an action or a bonus action on your turns.
And half movement, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Oh, no. Yeah, is it?
It is half movement, and this effect ends. The creature repeats the save at the end of its turn. So half
Okay.
movement, no reactions, either action or bonus action.
Gotcha.
And now it's its turn as it begins shaking and quivering and calling out even more in this deep eldritch language within itself, and you see the skin continues to ripple off of its own being. That bumps it up to that again and that again.
Currently, I 2 and 10 is blinded.
I 2 and 10 are currently blinded. But the way I'm going to do this for now on, just so the creature's not completely inert, is I don't roll with those eyes at all. It will not consciously use those eyes. It'll use the other ones. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You took out its best option. Now there's 3 new combatants. Argon, Capriccio, Zurazar. In that order. We're down to a D8. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Argon, you're already slowed, so it doesn't affect you at all. Who got the... Oh, no, 7 was the first one. I apologize. I was looking at it wrong. 7 was the first one, which would be Dex save. Ooh.
This is me?
Yeah.
Disadvantage dex save.
Oh, yeah.
No. The effect doesn't make you have disadvantage on your saves.
Oh, I wouldn't have passed anyways. So 10 was the low one anyways.
Okay, as one of the stalks and beams looks at you, there's this ray of gray energy that shoots and sinks over, and as it hits you, you begin to feel your muscles and body begin to restrain and become tense, and you look down and there's aspects of stone forming across your body. You are in the process of being petrified by the creature. And you repeat the save at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
And you are considered restrained right now.
Okay.
Okay. Next up was 8. That is a dex save on Zurazar. Right? It was Argon, Zurazar, Capriccio? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Fucking kidding me. Well, that is going to be 45 points of force damage.
Owie. I'm okay.
You're still
I haven't
alive.
taken. Oh, I'll fucking where is it?
Half it. Uncanny dodge.
Yeah, I'll take even less.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
that'll be
22.
23. We round up.
I'll round up, right?
Yep. And then the last one was 3, so 1, 2, 3. Dex save on you, Capriccio. Ooh, you are now also under the effects of slow.
Okay.
So no more reactions, an action or a bonus action on your turn, and your movement speed is halved. Repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. Fordrum, your go.
All right. I'm going to do an end run pattern, and I'm going to run all the way over here and then cut in, and I'm going to go shield bash into him because he's on the ground, right?
Now he is, yeah. And if
I'm
you
gonna
move
try
right
and
there,
shield-
magic's back on.
I try and shield bash him, knocking him so that his big beamy eye is looking at the wall.
So you're trying
So-
to crack.
Yeah. I'm just trying to knock him around. So there is my shield attack.
17 just barely misses.
Okay. So he doesn't take any damage. I just go, ugh, fuck. And then I'll hit him with the, hey, the hammer's light again. So I'll hit him with my hammer.
18 just barely hits.
Cool. So he'll take that, and he'll take, if fire does any damage. So
Fire
15.
does. Yep. All right, he takes it. End of turn.
Can I make a perception to see what's going on with Argon?
What's your passive? We'll just base it off of that. Passive
Thank
minus
you.
5. Yeah, you definitely notice there's parts of him starting to crust over.
Okay. I'm out of movement, but
Right.
next.
All
round
done?
I will. Yep.
End of your turn, eye stock. Argon is currently being transformed. Fordrum came running out as a dwarf. beholders hate dwarves. So that is going to be a dex save for Drum.
Oh, swell.
Shieldmaster. Shieldmaster does not give advantage. It just you can choose to take half damage as a reaction.
Yeah.
So 45 force damage.
Okay.
Are you spending your reaction?
Yes. Is that half?
Yeah. No, 45, and then you have it, so 23.
Got it.
All right. Cynthia, you gave your con save. Alrighty. And at the end of Cynthia's turn, he'll use his next legendary action to shoot again at Argon.
I feel like it's ignoring me.
I feel so targeted.
You're in the cone. Yeah, really? Are you holding onto its head with a fucking hand?
Isn't the main eye blinded right now? So the cone should be down.
No,
the main eye is not blinded.
No, what we're doing with the blind effects is removing other eyes from being active and doing anything. Yeah, which is why it can't roll its best one by far.
My 4 words are, Argon, drop your diamonds.
I'm not saying I don't deserve to be targeted, Joey.
Oh, that's great.
Stop using Stone's endurance.
Ah, shit, that's actually a shitty one against you, Argon. Wisdom save.
I actually can't use Stone's endurance right now because I'm not a Goliath.
Yep.
This is a magical effect, right? I keep forgetting this.
Yeah, all of these are magical effects.
I have advantage against magical effects.
Come on, man.
17.
Successful. You are not charmed by this creature. That's its second reaction. So, Braska, your turn. Or not reaction.
Right,
that's its second legendary action out of 3.
All right. I'm going to use my artifact level Rebuke's Edge.
Yep.
Which is not affected by
100% magic.
Reckless, by the way.
Really? Okay. 33 hits. 24 hits.
All right.
What is Rebuke's Edge special ability again?
It just lets me. It's a +3 sword, and then it just lets me use Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
Yeah. Okay.
And it talks.
All done?
That's all it do. Yeah.
All right. Argon, your turn.
Argon, drop your diamonds.
Do I even have any diamonds on me? Let's see if I have any. I do not have any. The only ones would be in the... Oh, no, I do have some. All right, so for my action, I will grab my bag of diamond dust.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only diamonds I have on me is diamond dust. And I will drop it to the ground. And I can only take an action or...
a bonus action, yeah.
Or a bonus action. So that's it.
All right, end of your turn. Repeat the saving throw from slow first. Dex save.
Okay. No.
Okay. Repeat the saving throw on petrification. Dex save.
Cross my fingers. 18?
18. You are successful. You are no longer petrifying. You break out from the amount of stone that was forming on you.
Oh, you can pick your diamonds up now.
Later, in case I need it again.
So that's the end of your turn, Argon?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, another D8, Argon. 7.
I think that's the exact same one again.
Dex save, petrification, right?
Oh my fucking
I
God.
think it is.
No! Just it. Hey!
19!
Let's go. All right, now it's your go, Capriccio.
Feeling real agile right now.
I am.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna be...
Poor Braska, he's just ignoring you.
Another beamy?
I see.
All right, con save. Yeah, beholders don't have magical resistance.
All right.
So 30
let's
more
see.
damage and 6. So 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 is now removed? Okay. So that is 2, 10,
10
2, 7, and
7.
10. Yes. Mhm.
Awesome.
That's my turn.
All right.
Eventually, they'll all be blinded.
Zurazar. Or it's going to be dead, one or the other.
We shall see. I've finally done it. I've made it to the creature.
Hey, look, you're flanking too.
You see
I
the
know.
eyes like trying to look over at all of you. Just
All right. Time to.
Oh, so it's really ignoring me.
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I would appreciate the hell if it turned and look at me and get me out of this freaking condition.
Oh, you weren't here for that. It doesn't remove its effects on individuals when the eye's on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
give
all
me-
other magical effects.
Give me a moment. For some reason, it didn't. I forgot to add my rapier of speed. I know.
Fortune worked
it's-
all night on that thing, and you're just forgetting about it
Yeah, he worked months on it.
all night.
All
Alright, hold
92
on.
weeks.
Shameful.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I'm adding it to it. Okay, cool.
Forged
So-
in the workshop of a god, and you just
Blasphemous.
leave it in the backpack.
You're like,
I mean, no,
"Meh,
I would.
it's
I
all
would-
right."
People have no respect.
I would have unattuned to my flame tongue, and I would have attuned to the rapier of speed. Don't you worry.
Oh, yeah,
Once
okay,
God's
I'll
like,
allow
"Show
it
us the
this
staff,"
time.
At least
but-
then it would be
Why did-
appreciated.
Booski. So that is 42 points of damage.
Well, first off, 26 hits.
Oh, well, that's fair enough.
You skipped a part there, but yeah, no, that's
That's fine.
a lot of
stab him
fucking
with-
damage.
I'm gonna stab him again.
Yeah. Because speed.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Oh, yeah. Still a
That's
crit
really
is a
good.
crit is a crit.
Crit is crit. That is 13. Piercing.
Alrighty. All done?
I think you get one more with that.
55.
No, I only get 2.
Oh.
I'm a rogue. I only get the 1.
Yeah.
I already.
Offhand dagger,
Behold!
duh.
The Beholder's
No, it-
turn.
It's a bonus action to use it, so an offhand is a bonus.
Yeah, go for it. Just
Well, no. I was just saying that an offhand is already a bonus. The rapier just lets me do attack with the main hand twice.
Right.
roll 3d7s now. Yeah, confused your ass. Roll 20. Argon, wisdom. Damn it.
Hey,
Target's
24.
not number 2.
Yeah, you're good. 7.
I know what that one is.
That's petrification.
Oh no, is it still petrification?
Because sleep was removed. So no, it's disintegration.
Oh god, I don't know that that's better.
No, it is because Zurazar.
Oh.
Dex
Oh
save.
no!
It would kill me instantly because I'm paralyzed.
I would ignore it.
Because it's
Holy
considered a
shit.
crit hit.
Zurazar.
what are you?
I'm over here
I'm
with a
Suffering.
I'm slowed. I can't make reactions either.
You are so in love with this fucking blade, Zurazar. You're like, holy shit, this is a... As it just hits the shit out of you with this disintegration ray. 45 points of force damage.
I mean, if I still take half from evasion,
Yeah.
then I will uncanny dodge to half it again.
No, that's not how that works.
Oh, but I can.
That's
do-
only attack rolls. So you can only half it one time, you're down to 23.
Okay, that's still not bad.
Yeah.
I am A-okay.
Last one is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's petrification now. Capriccio. Dex save.
I'm gonna use my session thingy machine.
Go for it. 18, you're good.
Uh, Thank you.
Alrighty, that's the end of its turn. For Drum.
Yeah, I just wail on it.
Go for it. Yeah, that hits. Are you adding your divine strike to these, by the way?
No, hold on. 18.
Hits.
So that's
just barely.
okay. So both of those hit,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's one of those, two of those, and one of those.
Whew, it is looking rough now, Fordrum.
And then I action surge, and I'm gonna do it again.
Fordrum's first kill.
21. 17 misses.
Well, the 21 hits. How do you want to do this?
So there's the fire damage.
Yeah.
Fordham just starts like puts his shield aside, starts wailing on it, and is like, "Stop beaming my friends!"
As
falls down.
As the two martial classes of the party begin wailing and striking the shit out of it, the distraction that everyone else plays towards this creature does allow you to inevitably thwart whatever it was and whatever it was doing. And as you strike that final flaming blow against it, you see now that the skin has completely dripped off of the creature. It is in this large skeletal form as the flames from the Firestone wraps and envelops around the entire entity, disintegrating it into nothing as it collapses, leaving behind a very strange looking sun-colored shaped amulet. And that's the fight.
Huh.
How is everybody?
Oh, hey, you guys look like shit.
You guys haven't seen Cynthia this whole time.
I got a couple beams in my chest, but I'll live.
Cynthia?
I didn't even get hit.
Wait, this thing gonna do attacks?
Cynthia!
After about a minute, regardless of rolls, you are free now, Cynthia.
Oh, I'm about to say I'm paralyzed until further notice.
It only lasts for 1 minute, or unless you succeed on the save.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be able to succeed.
God,
Well,
that
I
grapple
have
was
to
so good. That grapple was so good.
I'm so glad that worked. That was my entire plan.
Yeah,
That was the extent of the ideas I had to take on a beholder.
that and the blind. Yeah, it's...
Yeah,
That
pretty
was
good.
the blind was beautiful.
it was.
Beautiful.
So, Cynthia, after a while, you start walking over towards them, no longer paralyzed.
Oh, there you are.
I'm gonna pick up the thing.
I would like to cut off 2 of its stalks.
Okay. Give me a survival check, Zurazar. Braska.
I'm not good with those.
Well, then why are you saying I want to pick them off?
I mean, because I said I was going to.
All right, go for it.
I will follow through.
All right, on a 9, you try cutting as many of them as you can, but the blindness... Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
The blindness screwed over several of them that are no longer functioning in any capacity, and then the rest of them are kind of destroyed from the wailing of Bigby's hand against them and breaking them. Braska, you pick up the shiny amulet. Wisdom save.
Fordham's
Ah,
finger
cool.
tends to pop them.
Oh, sorry, charisma save.
Oh. 13.
Braska, as you pick up the amulet, it shifts. Instead of the dazzling sun form that you see it in, it kind of shrinks into itself and creates more of a soft, glowing hue of a moon image. And you feel a little different now, Braska. You can't quite put your finger on what it is.
That's weird. Found a thing.
What did you find?
I don't know. It's a thing.
Hey, Fordham, can you make stuff whole again?
What kind of stuff?
Like statues?
Oh.
Like with mending or any kind of powerful mending magic?
Yeah, maybe.
Our guide and all the people that you're supposed to save are in the other room.
Oh.
and one of their arms is off.
Oh.
So you might want to mend that before you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna pick up my diamond dust.
Well, just so we know, I'm going to need some of that because spell to restore them is going to take some.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be yours. I was just having yours to save you, but we might have to go into the party loot and see what we have.
We could also see if any of them have like a holy symbol on them. Maybe they can help you. We rescue that person first.
Right.
Yeah, I'm mostly worried about coming up with the component.
Well, in our party loot, we have a lot of diamonds.
Oh yeah, we do. You're right.
A lot of diamond dust. So I think it'll take a little time for me to break some of it down as needed or whatever, but we can get through it.
All right. Well, let's go check these people out.
Yep. Are you guys all right? Everybody, Capriccio?
No,
I didn't get hit. It's fine.
I got hit a couple times.
Zeus,
My
are
body
you okay?
completely locked down on me.
Yeah, I saw you. Just kind of were just standing there. I thought you were just really scared.
No, I just physically could not move.
Well, if you guys need to rest, I think we should just, it's not like we're in a super time crunch there.
It's not like we can go anywhere until our guide is free.
Well,
True.
I mean,
Yeah, let's go check out the
Yeah, we
inside of
should.
those people. Then we'll figure out what to do next.
good idea.
I will keep an eye out for the blue lizard.
Okay.
Oh. Good idea.
Alrighty.
So I'll lead the way to the other room where the chess pieces people are.
So, as you all wander your way over into this other room, you see that this beholder seems to have been able to collect a total of 5 individuals as of now. 5 total creatures are now petrified, laid with very intricate and lacy and well put together clothes that all seem to be placed over top of their petrified states. You see the large makeshift stage in the background where this creature was using them to put on some type of show for itself out of entertainment, torture. You have no idea if they're cognizant of anything while inside that state. And that's what you see. Total of 5. One of them is your guide.
So first I'll go to the guide. Is his arm detached?
No, it was one of the people.
Yeah, the guide is perfectly fine. One of the people lost their arm.
Okay. So first, for the guide, I will just cast Greater Restoration on him. Which
All right.
hopefully removes the paralysis, the petrification.
You watch as all of the stone drips off of his body, and out of an instinctual last beat that he was stuck in, he lunges forward like he's running, but his legs are dripping, and he falls, collapses to the ground before then, and scrambles, and then looks around at all of you. Oh, shit. Wait.
Hi.
Hi.
You're okay.
Where is it? Where is it?
It's dead in the next room.
Yeah.
You killed it.
No,
Yeah, I did
random
easily.
random dragon came by and killed it for us and flew off.
I'm really
Weirdest
not in the
thing.
mood for sarcasm. That was horrible. I knew everything that it was saying for those moments. I was stuck like that.
Oh,
I
that's
just
horrifying.
couldn't move.
What was it saying?
It kept calling us all very pretty and narrating some type of dance routine, and it picked us up like we were rag dolls and played with us.
So he's a student of the arts.
Yeah, I don't think this is the time to be joking about that.
Oh.
Right. Thank you, Braska.
You mean Varn?
What? Whatever. So,
What did you just say?
We all forgot to change our names on our.
yeah. I
But-
apologize. In Zoom, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you go by right now?
Varn.
Varn. Right, Vaughn. I don't know where I came up with that other name. Just DM slip, not the NPC slip. But thank you. Thank you. I guess now we can continue on our route out of here. Now no more people have to be captured by it.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
kind of wish
that
we
one
could help
was a
these guys
meanie.
too.
I mean, I can't. If you could find some basilisk ichor, drain the liquid from their eyes as well, and heat it up, that does create an antidote to petrification.
That seems like a lot. Fortrum,
That does
are
seem
you-
like an unnecessary risk.
Are you feeling okay? Are you?
Yeah.
Do you think I can do another one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check around. I'm gonna check all of them while they're having a conversation. See if I can spot one of them that may look like he could theoretically be a cleric.
So you
Or-
got the next one's Fortrum, or are you out?
No, I got a few more.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay.
I didn't test anything the whole time, so.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh,
Maldor. Which one of y'all is a cleric? God damn it. Everyone wears fucking robes nowadays.
10.
I mean, there's two of them that are wearing robes. The one that has their hand snapped off, and another one who's actively holding some type of staff in front of them with their hand protectively like this.
Oh, it's not that guy. He's a wizard. He's no use. I'm no help right now, and so he won't be any help either.
So the one with the hand snapped off, I'm gonna try and find the hand first.
Okay, roll an investigation for
It'd literally be right below it because I watched it snap off.
You look around, and yeah, it's close to its feet. You
Okay.
okay?
Well, I'll pick up the hand and see if I can fit it into place and use mending.
You
And
have
if
mending?
doesn't work, I could try something fancier.
You have mending? I thought that was a wizard spell.
No, it's
It's
have
a
been-
lot of things.
He is a forge cleric.
Yeah, regardless. Yeah. All right. You mend the hand back onto the proper spot. Give me, or hopefully, medicine check, please.
medicine. Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to assist.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Brosco's
Does that
being
mean I
helpful.
get advantage?
Yes.
Awesome.
15. It looks pretty much like exactly where the hand would go. You know, like
I mean,
angle wise, you look at the muscles in the arm, and they seem to line up pretty spot on.
I was gonna go at it about stone cunning, where I would just try and fit the stone parts in place.
You know what?
the-
Fair. Yeah, that's. This isn't a
So-
person; it's stone.
Right.
Until it's not a
now.
statue, it's stone.
Yep. So yeah, so after I feel like that's in place, I'll hold it in place and just mend that area, hoping that it looks and is correct.
Okay.
If that works, and then I let go and the hand stays on, then I'll greater restoration it.
All right. You cast your greater restoration, and boop 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 boop. You watch as the rocky surface of this individual completely drips, falling down off of the creature as the first word out of its mouth is, well, the last word out of its mouth is still being iterated. Nine. You see a
You don't need to worry,
Zemnian-looking
you're among
man
friends.
look at all of you.
Are you all right?
Danke. Yeah, I'm fine. That he looks at your group of individuals, very strange group of individuals, and just Scheiße, my hand little sore. Where's the beholder?
Next room.
Right, we have to be very quiet when we're dealing with this, and we need to get away from it very quickly. I mapped out
Why?
a route.
It's dead in the next room.
Oh, that is better.
That was our thought process on that as well.
Sorry about this. We just were not anticipating a beholder melding into stone and ambushing us from behind.
That does sound fairly surprising, yeah.
It is. Thanks you. My name is Snap.
Nice to meet you. Are you all
What was
Zemnian?
that again?
Snap. Sorry, Snaps. Yeah, we're all Zemnians. Why?
How long have you been here?
Oh, time moved pretty lethargically. I'd say better part of 6 months.
What year did you come in? Okay.
Well, I was counting out of boredom, but yeah, 6 months or so. Do any of you have diamonds? I can try to restore my friends. One of them at least. Two.
Okay.
Do you?
I'm gonna do this one with the staff up in the air. Why don't you take these and go do that one?
Very well. Thank you. He'll grasp onto your hands and thank you, Father. And we'll head over to the other one.
When he calls me father, I just look over at Capriccio like.
That wasn't me. Why are you looking at me?
Just thought you'd find it funny that I got a Zemnian call me daddy now. And then I go and restore the one with the staff up in the air.
Alrighty.
The one that Maldor called a wizard.
All right, and as you relinquish it, I'm just gonna roll to see like who's in his line of sight.
Uh-oh.
Will it be me?
Well, you're shorter, so you're on the list, but there's a possibility for him to miss you.
Oh, never mind.
Fordrum, yeah. As you begin relinquishing it, he's like, "Now be gone, you foul creature!" And he casts Banished Charisma save on you, Fordrum.
Can I counterspell?
Absolutely. What level?
I'll just counterspell at third because I don't know. Because there's no way I'm going to have enough ability to see what he was doing since it was half done already.
That's fair. All right, give me an intelligence check then. Banishment is a 4th level spell.
I'll use another advantage.
All right.
Just because I have no idea what he's throwing at Fordrum on accident. 22.
And you snuff out the spell as he's... Right. Oh, please, Crackle. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They are here to save us. I apologize. What?
I already know the name of the
I was like 10 minutes ahead of you guys on that.
I was not. I did not get it till Crackle.
I got it the instant he said it.
Crackled.
We'll ask.
So is the next one Pops?
No, of course not. It's a very regal, noble-looking woman wearing a long gown with an umbrella.
Poppins.
So if you do that one, that'd be great.
Yeah, and he goes and revives Poppins.
I'm still on guard
Thought
duty,
you
watching
was
out for the
slick.
basilisk.
While this is happening, I'm going to go looking around because this guy takes money from people, which means there may be a lot of gold somewhere.
Investigation! And he'll look over at the fourth one, Fordrum, and hold his hand out. Stop. Before you do that. That individual is, he is a wanted criminal to the Zemnian Empire.
I thought you said there were only 4. Our guide plus 3
No,
more.
there's 5 total. 4 of them were them. 1 is your guide.
Got it. Well, I appreciate that maybe he's a wanted criminal, but nobody deserves this fate.
Yeah, it's rather undeserving of anyone.
He burned down an entire theater full of people.
Okay, maybe, you know.
I'm assuming you know who he is because you were smuggling him across the border.
No, we were here hunting him down.
Oh, I thought this was our guy that said it, not...
No, your guide is not Zemnian at all. He speaks.
He's... Okay.
Yeah. This is the cleric that you, or Snaps, that you freed.
You were down here hunting him?
I am a bounty hunter, yeah. And the individual was wanted for colluding with a maniac who was burning down entire large theaters full of people, locking them all inside and just worshipping an evil god.
What god, do you know?
I'm not at liberty to speak about this. Not betrayers.
Not a betrayer god?
It is a betrayer god, and I will not speak its name. Granting it a name is granting it strength and power.
Yep.
But...
well...
I just need proof that he is dead.
I mean, effectively, does it matter?
No, I need the proof, or else I don't get paid. He goes over to the large statue and reaches down onto his hip for a mace and just...
Wait.
You don't get to do that.
And why not?
Because nobody deserves this death. As much as you'd like to exact your revenge or get your payment or whatever it is, this isn't the way anybody should go. If you want to catch him later and put him in prison, that's your prerogative, but compared to what is happening in the world...
A mass murderer is not a problem.
No, mass murderers are problems. But isn't he worth more alive than dead?
The bounty is equivalent regardless.
Well,
if you wish to waste your diamonds to bring him back, that is perfectly fine. But he is wanted dead or alive and is far too dangerous to leave alive. And I can't assume all of you are going to be delivering him to a Zemnian outpost.
Fair.
I will. No.
You've got your lives. Why don't you make your way? We are going to tend to him in our way.
I need confirmation that he is tended to. I will stick around until that time, at minimum. I will not interfere with what you are doing. The individual needs to be tended to appropriately.
That's not unreasonable.
That's not your call either.
Are you demanding that I leave?
I think he's just saying that he'll just stand by for whatever we do, as long as...
I need visual confirmation so I know what to report. I will not place any of you in the report. It is the least I can do for saving the lives of my allies and myself.
Yeah. I'm going to wander over to Capriccio so I can speak in a whispered voice and go, I'm out of spells for this now. Do you got one?
You have the dust.
No, here, take it.
Oh, okay. And I will go over and I will slap a greater restoration on it right before I continue my search for the Clink Clink.
Okay. And that 18. Don't worry, we're getting to your loot.
Yeah.
You go over and cast your Greater Restoration, and as you are beginning to cast the spell, he will look over at you, Maldor, and you may want to prepare yourself for another counter magic. He is known for being elusive through his own magics. Far too dangerous to let escape.
Very well.
The spell goes off, and immediately after that happens, his eyes look around very quickly, and he'll look over at everybody in the room and... Thank you so much for saving my life. Oh, and he goes to try to hug you, Capriccio.
Sure. I'll hug him.
Oh, you are such a wonderful, wonderful person, and oh, you're so incredibly kind, and all of you are so beautiful, and everybody with a passive higher than, or 19 or higher, you can see that he is trying to look for any valuables on Capriccio right now.
When he does that, I'll like walk forward. I'll like grasp both of his hands, like put them together and hold them up, and I'll just say, "We're just so glad we were able to get to you in time." And I'm just like staring at him with like a pleasant smile, but like the eyes just don't kind of move. Just try to keep him at bay. I guess I'm just trying to intimidate him.
Go ahead, roll intimidation.
Once I keep hugging him, I just go, "You're a shit thief."
I apologize. It's mostly out of habit. Growing up in the slums.
Out of habit, if you take anything.
No, you have 10. You have 10 of these, right?
I apologize. I grew up in the slums, and I had no it's something I do out of habit. I did not mean disrespect. I am so very sorry to all of you. His eyes lock with Snaps and immediately goes to cast some type of dimensional spell on himself.
I'm keeping his hands like clasped together. I'm not
with
him.
Opposed athletics then.
Ooh, I'm not good at that.
9. 13. He goes to yank and you just grab even harder and you're like, holy shit, Cersar, you outstrength someone.
If you go to move again, I think I found out that...
Please, you have to help me. Those people are murderers.
Thumbs and forefingers are usually...
Those people are murderers. They've murdered entire towns of people. Please let me go.
You'll be safe with us.
Please. They're murderers. You have to stop them. And the man, Snaps, will reach behind himself and pull out a pair of shackles and offer them to you, Fordrum.
Thanks. I just hang him on my belt.
He rolls his eyes. You all are so frustrating, but I can't argue with you. That is fine.
Listen, and I'm going to cast Zone of Truth,
mm-hmm.
so he can make his whatever his save is for that.
Is that Wisdom?
I think so.
All right, Snaps. Very successful.
Okay.
Oh, Charisma.
Yeah.
Still successful, but not very. All right.
He has at least proficiency.
Crackled is successful. Poppins of all of them failed. She's the bard. And then unnamed individual. Charisma. Oh, he's successful as well. Poppin's the only one who failed. Fordrum.
So I'm going to ask, who do you worship?
The Lawbearer.
And I just look over at Snaps, like...
Oh, sorry, that was Snaps. Snaps, I thought you were asking him. Yeah, the other guy?
I'm asking the criminal person.
The one who rolled... You are aware that he is successful. That is part of your spell. Okay. He'll look over at you. I'm not a particularly religious man at all.
Wizard?
To some degree, yeah. Formally trained.
Got it. So, why do they want you?
They're murderers. Murderers always want people.
They said that you were burning down theaters full of people.
I never did such things. That is preposterous. Poppins immediately chimes up. He's fucking lying.
I look over at Zurazar to see if he's inside. Like,
I've been inciting him. Like
Go
when he
for
said
it.
preposterous, that the alarm bells went off. Oh, guilty people say preposterous
I'll
all
be
the time.
inciting also, and guidance too.
All right.
Oh, guidance me?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh.
that's the wrong button. Wrong button.
Don't mind if I do.
I was about to say,
35.
did I finally found my lizard?
Forgerum. This guy's telling the truth. You are very positive that he never murdered anybody. Zurazar, this guy's fucking good at lying. Yeah, he's guilty of. You can see the playful nature, how beneath the eyes of every liar when they know they're going to get away with something is the truth. That is something that you know all too well, Zurazar. And this individual lies so expertly, you can see the playful nature of his manipulation of others. Oh, he's a good fucking liar. You can't tell if he did or not, but you can tell he's a good fucking liar.
Can I subtle spell suggestion on him?
Absolutely. Is that a charisma save?
It's a wisdom save.
Oh yeah, he's not very good at that. Oh, he is not very good at that. I'm telling you, Roll20's stupidly polarized today. Like, this is... If you roll a nat 20, you know you're about to roll a 1.
Zurazar just smiles and he's going to say, oh, come on now. We're all friends. I suggest you probably should tell the truth.
I love listening to their screams in mass. It is like my mass, actually. And I get to give all of the sacrifices to my lord.
Blood for the blood god.
I just lean into Forgem and I just whisper, he was lying. He was really good at it, though.
The god of fires. The god of hell. Asmodeus. He loves to hear all of the screams of the innocent, but he gains power. All of the corrupted individuals that need to be returned to him, the ones that have been evading for so long. He loves it so much.
I would say I might have gone a little overboard, but I think this is just perfect.
I toss Snaps the shackles. There you go. He's yours.
He'll grasp the shackles in one of his hands, and as he's speaking, and soon the entire world will be... Then he goes to start shackling, and you see he has this... There's some type of, like, twisting mechanic on one of the shackles where the chain begins tightening the grip to, like, keep his wrists right on top of one another as he pushes it into position and then locks it and takes it.
And then I'll drop suggestions so I know that... And basically letting him know that he fucked up. Hey, buddy.
Well, this is embarrassing.
Just a smidge. You're good. That was good though. I'll give you that. That was good. Just you know.
I am very good at it, aren't I?
But just don't bullshit a bullshitter.
It's a gift from my god.
Not
You know,
a very good gift.
do you imagine how good you'd be if Asmodeus gave you power?
I don't need a devil to give me my power. I'm just that good.
Quit with your gods talk. It's making my stomach churn. It's making my hammer light.
He'll turn and look over at you. I'm sorry, big fella. I never caught your name. Looking at you, Braska.
Varn.
Vaughn,
Stormeye.
do you happen to have a spare pair of socks?
No.
He'll look over at you, Forgem. Do you?
I mean,
I just need one.
no, they're not going to fit you.
It's
He
that's,
wants a gag.
and I figured the hairy
sorry,
guy
I
would be the best option, but then a dwarf would be the second best option.
Sorry, I thought the person talking was still the...
No.
villain.
This is Snaps.
Yeah. Oh, no, I got better. And I just take out a rock that I had from one of the other rock collection things.
Eat
I'm
a
like,
rock.
Here, this'll work. And I'll help force it into the guy's mouth.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pulls out
Slap
a
his
rope
jaw
and
down and pop it in.
ties the rope on the back and goes, "That is good. This should
You
keep
won't really
him."
need the rope, but
Well,
He had to open his mouth again because I cracked a tooth on the way in.
That's fine.
Hmm.
He can gag on it. This type of individual does not deserve comforts. No.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate your thoroughness in all of this, and I give you my word, as a worshipper of the law-bearer, I will not relinquish your names to my church or to any authorities of my land, even though you are foreigners clearly trying to sneak into the Empire.
Well, yeah.
Zurazar and
Foreigner.
Fordrum, both of you are like 100% this dude is not lying. Like, he seems very authentic. If there's ever anything I can do to repay you all, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm very sincere. The life of my companions is worth 10 others in my line of work.
Are there others that live down here?
Not that I'm aware of. We know that there's a smuggler, some wood elf-looking individual who sneaks in and out, but that's just between people of my professional line, not the authorities.
But I mean, others that live down amongst these blue rocks.
He'll look up. You mean down here?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
All right.
But nobody should reasonably live down here anymore. It is dangerous. But
What will you turn him in with?
because of your request, I will hand him in alive. But
I don't particularly care about that anymore.
oh, wonderful! He'll pull out his mace and push the guy immediately onto the ground.
Who will you turn him in with? Like, is it the service assembly?
No,
Is it...
of course not. The Crown's Guard are the ones that have a bounty out for this individual.
All right.
And as
Interesting.
he pushes the man down onto the ground, you all listen to him struggling and waning as he talks to you business as usual. Yeah, this assembly doesn't work directly with anything such as this, and just crack right in the back of the head, incredibly casually about this.
Mace is a terrible choice for a beheading.
No.
It doesn't.
You just hear the rock in his mouth get crunched.
Yeah. It is phenomenal for what he
It's
wants the guy to
phenomenal for
hurt.
killing him, but
Yeah.
if he wants, he's gonna
Hit them
mangle.
all.
He's gonna mangle the proof with that.
Oh, he's aiming for like the nip of the neck, so like he
Oh,
snaps the
okay.
neck, and then after that point he just pulls out a very large butcher's knife, and if any of you are squeamish, I recommend you look away. Warned. Starts hacking off the neck of the individual.
With a butcher's knife?
A cleaver.
Good lord.
Yeah. He's a professional. He has the right tools for the job.
That's not the right tool.
It is for him.
Why is there a Life Leak logo in the corner? What's happening?
But anyways, Capriccio, as you've been looking around,
Yeah.
because everyone else has been a little distracted, you went up onto the stage, and there's not a whole lot of money that was clear for you to see, but you do see there's a whole lot of, like, expensive things, jewelry mostly, that have been offerings to this creature over time. Counting it out, you find a ruby necklace worth 200 gold. You see a pair of sapphire earrings worth 500 gold. You find a pearl necklace that is worth about 1,000 gold in total, just because all the pearls. Very big pearls. And then continuing looking around, Poppins kind of like flutters over towards you and would look. Oi! Hey, you! He kept all the big valuables over in that big cauldron over there.
Oh, nice. As I'm putting all the jewelry in my backpack.
And she'll go over with you, and you see where the prop cauldron is, and you lift off the top of it, and yeah, there's quite a bit of gold in here. Roughly about 3,000 gold pieces.
You hear from where he is. Blank.
And she'll help pick it up with you to bring it back with everybody.
I can't lift it up, so definitely.
Yeah, she's pretty strong.
I'm tiny, I can't lift things.
But you all look as she waddles out and places down the cauldron. Oh, here you go. Right. Well, we have what we came here for, and obviously we are not going to ask for any of your winnings in your battle. It is hard earned. You should keep it.
Good. I was going to anyway. Look at all these twinkling guys.
But do not hesitate to reach out in the future.
I'm assuming you know how to get back out of here.
We'll find our way. We're going to recall home.
How much did you say was the pearl stuff?
The pearl necklace was worth 1,000 GP. It's 10 pearls worth 100 each. But we are going to be recalling home. I would offer to accept the recall with all of you, but I can't bring that many individuals with me. Right?
Oh no, that's more than 5.
How many is word of recall? 5 willing creatures, yeah, no.
Yeah, our party alone.
It's all right. I think where we're heading, we're not. Isn't really where you're probably gonna recall too. So
fair enough. Where are you all heading?
Where are you going to?
Oh, I'll answer first. Let me get over to the Marrow Valley. Well, the original bounty placed upon him was in Orfield. But I think I'm going to be stopping by Deerstock is the last location we had a church, so I'm going to be recalling there, and then probably head over to Zadash and head our way down to Orfield. Out of a professional curiosity, are you here for professional reasons? Personal reasons? War reasons?
I'd say it's more for professional.
Well, some are professional, some are personal. I have family working in a mine.
Ah, you must be talking about the new Herethus mines. Yeah, they've been producing a lot of platinum lately. It's gotten to the point where the local enforcements are taking over that area.
That doesn't sound great.
Well, it's not the way that things are supposed to go, and it's not what's... In times of war, they can change and adjust what the law is. Which infuriates me. The law is supposed to be the law.
Yep. We've experienced quite a bit of that.
It's frustrating, right?
Well,
If they can't follow the rules, then what's even the point?
Exactly. But
yeah.
I'm going to recall us back. If you all find yourselves near Deerstock, look us up. We'll be around. Thank you all.
Have a safe journey.
You all as well. And he will
Good luck to you.
grasp hands with his 2 allies and word of recall away. And I think that's a good
With
place
the
for us
body.
to... just the head. He didn't need the whole body. And I think that's where we're going to go ahead and go and break, everybody. Be right back. Wrong one. Hello, and welcome back, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe, yada, 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 yada. Anyways, you said you're looking for a lizard. What?
Yeah, the basilisk.
You looking for
The
a basilisk
one
or
that
the
me and him were
behir?
tracking.
No, that was a behir.
Yeah, the behir, sorry.
That was way up high, like the way that you guys came down and like further back. You guys made it past it without fighting it.
Yeah. I'm just keeping an eye out for it.
Oh, okay.
Because it is still a prevalent danger because it can smell us.
I mean, danger might be a strong word.
It'll find the rock and then eventually wander its way back, maybe.
So, as you have collected all of your winnings from this and your guide begins also scouting around to make sure everything is clear, he'll look at all of you guys. From this point on, it's pretty smooth sailing, honestly.
Did we do the right thing with those guys?
The what?
Did we do all right with those guys? The ones who were hunting that other guy? Or were they
In all
missing?
honesty, I've dealt with bounty hunters a lot,
Yeah.
but it is very rare for them to be so beholden to the individuals that assist them. Usually they're more directly confrontational. I think you did good.
All right. I just meant, do they harass you? I didn't.
Speaking as I used to be a mercenary, yeah, that was fine. That went about as well as you could possibly expect.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
once
You think that's what you were looking for, Fordrum?
I'm just not sure what we're looking for down here. Like, supposedly there's something we would need amongst the blue rocks, or some people that we would need.
that would prove to be valuable allies in the future.
Yeah, and that's the wording was that they would prove to be valuable allies in the future. So maybe it's this group. Maybe I don't feel like it's the crazy Asmodeus likes to hear the people scream guy.
Yeah, probably not him.
I think
Well,
that
No, but the lawbearers that aren't happy with the fact that the laws are being changed.
That's true.
But we
Yeah.
can take a hot minute and look around and see if there's any other people.
Oh, I also found this thing.
You hold up the moon pendant.
Yeah.
Do you want me to take a look at it, Braska or Fahard?
Is there any religious symbology on it?
Roll me a religion check.
Maldor, do you want me to do it, or do you feel it?
I'm fine either way. If I do it, it's going to take 10 minutes.
Cynthia? Yes. There is religious iconography about the object as you're looking at it in Varn's hand. Sorry, this is as you're looking at it in his hand, but not to any associated gods that you are learned about. Surprisingly, let me get up the more specifics about it.
I am proficient in celestial due to my religious upbringing.
Well, So, the symbol of the moon is represented within the primary pantheon as the Moonweaver symbol. But that, in all of your teachings of it, usually has something related to both the moon and arrows in some shape, way, or form, and it's about illumination, correct? It's a full moon that you are looking at whenever it's Sahani. This moon-like symbology seems to be lacking in at least the same ideologies as Sahani would have. Sahani is about showing a lit path to individuals in need, helping, guiding them under the guise of light or darkness. Like using the night to your advantage to save people, to use darkness to hold people, to help them. This seems to be more of a depriving nature of a symbol, and it does seem slightly religious in nature.
Like as in a eclipse moon?
It is crescent, yes.
Oh, it is crescent. It has religious iconography on it, but it's not of the normal moon goddess. Like, it's kind of devoid of that, actually.
Does it look like the pendant that we had that Fordrum had uncovered at the peaceful pond when we were traveling through the mountains, and there was that other group, that those other people who worshipped a different goddess of the moon?
No.
You remember that?
I do.
I found that I've rolled the first 20 I'd ever rolled, and there was like this super cool rock with a one thing, and I donated it back to them. Okay.
Yeah. No, that was just a different form of a symbol to the Moon Weaver.
Right on. Then I will cast Identify on it.
Vahorn, do you hand it over?
Sure.
Okay. Charisma save, Fordrum.
Ooh.
Vahorn, you don't swap back.
Oh.
Do I see him
Is it
shake
versus
it off?
charm?
No,
or fear?
he doesn't swap back, so he's the same.
I thought I would, so never mind.
Wow,
Can't
you
do
are
any better.
very lucky with
We
that
love
one.
22 in this
We
community.
love 22.
I can't be
Fordrum,
a worshiper. I already got one.
as you grasp onto it, you watch as the symbol itself shifts slightly, and you feel this pull of a thread at your mind.
I just
An
look at
ever so gentle pull that realizes that can't change anything. And then it relinquishes. And then the symbol very quickly changes into a very vibrant looking sun.
I just show it and I say, it tugged at something.
Oh yeah, that's what it looked like when I found it. And then I picked it up and it looked different.
Is it possible that this might be a change bringer? Because don't they have a ever-changing emblem?
If it was the Changebringer's symbol, you would have picked up on that. It's not.
Well, I just mean like it just shifted what its religious symbology is.
It just shifted its physical form, yes. But
Yeah.
if it was, you're 25, you would know.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Braska kneel down and cast light and see if there's like a worm inside of his body, like there was with Fordrum in the past.
So
Tickles.
You get possessed by some weird worm, did you?
Not that I know of.
The alcohol will drown that thing out.
Eh.
Do you still cast Identify Fordrum?
I did, yeah.
okay. A minute
All right.
goes hard cast or ritual?
No, I have it. It's one of the given ones. It takes a minute.
This shows to you that it is the holy symbol of the Lady of Night. A magical symbol utilized by worshippers to the Lady of Light or Lady of Night, in order to show their devotions and dedications to her, while also being able to hide it from those that would frown upon the nature of protecting those in need.
Huh.
Sounds cool.
By the sounds of that, yeah, Moonweaver. That's Moonweaver's
Well, no, like
dogma.
just like being enveloped in darkness. That's like the motif that I went for.
Mm-hmm.
It's on a chain, you said, or just
Yeah,
freestanding?
it's a chain.
So then I drop the chain down and I go, it's a holy symbol of something that feels like the Lady of Night. I don't know much about. But be aware that as soon as it is touched or held, it tries to pull at you.
You want me to try something?
What do you
What do you have in mind?
My birth was in the Shadowfell, which is always night. Maybe I can get the entity inside of it to speak.
Well,
There's an entity inside it?
I don't know that I felt that. I just felt that it has some magical powerness.
Well, if
mean-
it's a holy symbol, there is a god associated with it.
Broska, you found it. What do you want to do with it?
I mean, I'll just take it back, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I think it already pulled on me or whatever.
Does it make you feel comfortable?
Eh.
Well, and Fordham sort of snatches it back. And he's
No,
like,
no, I don't. If you think that's best, I don't care. Just
If you feel uncomfortable with it, you shouldn't take it. If you feel trust me, as someone who had a warrant,
I feel neither way toward it.
neither. Okay. All right. And then as far as Cynthia, I understand that does make some sense. I don't know if you were choosing a path of faith, but you guys can definitely work that out.
I just never met a god that practices like complete envelopment of the light. Like there is the Moonweaver, but her dogma and my heritage kind of clash. There is no moon in the Shadowfell.
Yeah,
At least no natural moon.
it's understandable. Wait, isn't that someplace we're supposed to go?
At one point we were, or we might.
Y'all don't need to
No.
go that way anymore.
Yeah, we don't need to go that way anymore.
Oh, good.
Y'all found the shortcut.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right, so Varn, you
Alright,
have
well-
it again,
Yep.
and you can
Now
do
if it
whatever you
feels
would like
pulling
with it.
Again, it'll, yeah.
No.
Now if it feels like pulling again, I'll be here.
Yeah, you're holding on to it, and it's on the sun side right now.
I'm watching it though.
Okay, you watch it. Unmoving.
Okay, it doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. This is boring.
Are we ready to go, or does everybody need a rest? Can we start marching?
Are we still looking for allies down here?
I think I had to assume those three were it, and we're just not sure how we're going to use them yet. But
I think
I'm sure they'll come back when we need them, or something.
I think we should move on, but
Are those valuable at all? And I point at the blue rocks.
They are, but they're very valuable to this location. Those types of gems are off-putting to quite a lot of beasts. So it makes at least this area a bit safer to continue to traverse upon.
would it help to have some?
I don't ever take from the geography.
I have no response to that.
Yeah.
As a lifelong carver of mountains.
Diggy hole.
Well, the geography just tried to
diggy hole.
take you.
Well, that's an abomination. That's not. I would prefer nature stay where it is, so it can grow organically.
Fucking elves. All right.
Figured you would be used to ourselves by now.
I know. Every once in a while, right when I feel like I really am a kindred spirit, you stumble into some crazy and I don't understand again.
Are you a wood elf?
I am, yes.
You tell by the hair. No.
So the reason why they
Yes.
didn't recognize you is of your alter self?
What?
Like, they didn't recognize that he was the...
They didn't
What
recognize me because I've never worked with them directly. They don't have access to my contacts. I've dealt with quite a few bounty hunters, but maybe they've inquired about me, but I haven't been back on the other side of this mountain range in some time. If you all like to walk and talk, we can.
Didn't you say that you had led some expeditions where the Beholder had taken someone?
One, yes.
Oh,
And that person wasn't here?
and I just pointed the headless guy on the ground.
I didn't know he was a murderer, okay?
Oh, okay.
I don't ask people questions as to why. I just ask them if they can pay me.
So I clap him on the back and go, all right, go ahead, lead on. But I think I'm glad that he survived him.
We have no problem with your loose background check standards.
We're trying to make business routes.
Yeah, maybe I'll start up now. Just
On your next trip.
Yeah.
Just make sure if they've got any outstanding warrants for genocide.
Alrighty. So, you all travel. One more full night being within the Sirius Mountains itself before eventually breaking out into the Empire. Diggy hole, diggy. Sorry, that song's
Don't get it stuck in my head.
too late. You all pop out in the Truscan Vale. Familiar with the landscape for at least Argon and Fordrum at this point. Varn, or Braska, you've seen around this area a couple of times, but you don't particularly recognize it as home or anything else like that. You know that the swamps themselves are not commonly traversed by the military, so if you are looking for one way to slip out without being seen, trotting through the swamp and woodlands until you can get closer to Diastock is probably going to be your ideal route of travel. Now, as you've all exited from the mountain, he'll look over at all of you. Well, I have to say, pleasure. Your next trip's 50% off.
Well, that's mighty kind of you.
If we want to cross back over, how do we get a hold of you on this side?
He'll gesture over between a few trees. Argon, you don't see shit. Everybody else, there's another small cabin out there. Same thing as before.
Okay.
You have no idea what he's pointing at.
Just stand in the
He's
forest.
got another
All right.
smuggler shack.
Okay.
Naldar.
Yes.
Be safe.
You all as well. And best of luck on your new business adventures. He nods at you, Zurazar.
I think I'll do just fine, but thank you for the support.
Don't get petrified again.
Knock on wood. And he'll look over at a tree and then walk in.
As soon as he walks away, I just look around and think, That's not a wood elf joke. That of all of them I've ever met, the knock on wood thing is not a wood elf joke. That's redundant.
No, it's an elven joke.
It is, but I've never heard of. Normally, the wood elves roll their eyes. That made me roll my eyes.
You know the difference between a wood elf and a high elf?
Yes.
Pedigree.
Wow.
Don't say that to them. But, right.
You should definitely say that to them.
Don't say that to them. Well, I get it. Don't say that to them in Uther. Anywhere else,
You should definitely tell that to him in Uther.
No, don't do. What?
In fact, you should say that to every elf that you encounter from now on.
Oh boy.
Well, good thing you're in the Empire.
God, they're used to be treated like crap here.
Yeah.
Well,
Look at the gnomes. They got turned into monstrosities and then
That, to be
Cremated.
fair, that was not the Empire that did that.
right.
I don't know. They were the catalyst that led her to do it.
I think she did it just as a generic eco-terrorist. I don't really think that was Empire specific.
Death to all not hers and
Yeah.
plants and animals.
Well, should we sneak through some swamps?
I guess.
Joy?
Did we have a sleep in there, Joey? Or
Yeah,
not?
you do get one more
Okay.
day of travel, one long rest.
Okay. I just wanted to know if I could change spells out.
No.
Oh,
Now
do we
that-
click long rest?
Yes,
you get a
you all
long
can
rest.
long rest.
Okay.
Let's
Um,
go sleep.
Well, you know, there's bound to be some gators and some snakes that we'll have to deal with, and possibly in the swamp.
True.
Nothing that our group can't handle.
Yeah, but no need to go picking out a fight.
It's at this point you see a very large anaconda currently wrapping around Braska's legs.
Oh, look, it's trying to give you a hug.
Ah, he looks friendly.
It latches
but I
onto
can
your
tell he's
fist,
actually not.
trying to eat you.
Normally, I'd be willing to feed an animal with my fist, but this feels different.
I'm gonna use my primal magic to speak with the snake and go.
I'm also going to speak to the snake without magic.
I'm just gonna say to the snake, "That's a tall order if you're trying to eat it." He's
I'm just
eating
gonna
far
say-
bigger.
I'm just going to say, dude, the fuck?
Intimidation and persuasion. You know who you are.
Can I use animal handling?
Yes, but with charisma.
He's doing the BG3 thing.
Braska, that's not. You're not the persuasion.
Oh,
The fuck.
So it'd be charisma with
Plus your
That is
strength
worse.
modifier.
proficiency. I'm just gonna roll this and then unclick the proficiency.
I'm hungry. It
Well, if
just
you
keeps trying to
hunger,
eat. It's ignoring
we
you
have-
guys. You failed. It's just trying to eat them.
oh, I got extra food.
Just start beating, like popping it on the boot of its snoot.
At this point, it's like
With
up
the
to your
turkey leg.
shoulder.
No, I'm just going to pull it off.
All right, opposed athletics. It has a +5.
Cool. That's very good for it.
Hey, you could roll low. Okay, yeah. You.
I did roll low.
It slurps off his arm.
And then does Braska feed it?
Yeah.
All right, give me the gem back.
Why? What?
Because that's not the normal you. You're not sharing your food type. What is going on?
It is with an animal, though.
I put my hand on his forehead to see if he's got a fever.
It's
I
just
feel
hungry.
fine.
All right.
He fed the devil chicken or whatever
You
it is.
still got the rabbit.
Devil rabbit.
Oh, I forgot about the devil
Oh, I'll
rabbit.
feed him too.
The rabbit jumps off of you and starts eating the anaconda.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. This was unintended.
I never seen something get slurped up like a.
Oh God!
It is horrific the noises that the demon bunny is making eating that snake.
I walk away.
I am heading
I think we
deep
all
into
do
the
for a little
jungle.
while.
So am I. Bye bye.
What have you brought into the Empire?
Hell.
I think this thing might
He's
be
friendly,
an
usually. Kind of.
incantation of like Tilly's manifestation.
To be fair, Brosker, you probably forgot to feed him once or twice.
I definitely fed him while we were in there. I definitely fed him off the Behir's kill earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and he's just eating to be a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got to eat the rest of the dead body.
So, walking through the putrid, incredibly hot, steamy, sticky, most disgusting Florida-like environment. All of you built for the cold do not like this. You are sweating from places you reasonably should not be sweating from. You are breathing heavily, even though you're not actually tired. And your breath just feels short compared to, anywhere else you can be. Who's going to lead the survival check to get out of the swamp?
I will.
Okay.
I can also assist.
Yeah. $25. The key point of the travel is to stay within the swamp itself, but be close enough that you can see outside of it so you know when you're getting closer towards civilization. Trudging through, eventually you get far enough along your way that you begin to see this large cloud off in the distance and lightning striking down from it, and then underneath it you start to see buildings. Pretty far away, but looks like some type of civilization, Cynthia and Braska.
That's getting struck by lightning?
No, it just has a lightning storm over top of it.
Oh.
Well, that's promising.
God, fuck that one city in particular.
Capriccio, is that you?
No comment.
Did you set your storm on rampage?
It's auto annihilate.
Autopilot, yeah. Just forgot to turn it off.
What happens when you extend spell?
Well, what are you guys doing now? Because you see that there is a city.
So there's a city up ahead, but they're currently experiencing severe weather storm. You said your family's from the mines. Should we try going there instead and avoid the storm?
I mean, we can skirt around the city and head to the Arthas mines if we want. Got a couple uncles probably still working there. But I think that's been taken over by the Zentarium, so I think the likelihood of us running into people that we don't want to run into is pretty good.
Go ahead.
Do we need to go to Diastock?
That's what I was wondering. Was there a reason for us to stop in a city?
I think we should stop at Diastock and let our business owner get a feel for if he can find out what is going on in the Arathis mines before we head that way.
Yeah.
All right. So, you all re-up your disguises and start walking out over towards the city itself. Well, this song can end now. Because honestly, I hate that music. It just puts me to sleep. As you are stepping out, over this landscape and over towards Diastock. The rain seems to be moving in your direction, coming from a northwestern direction and begins pelting down immediately. Very hefty, strong rains that remind you all of just a few days ago. Nowhere near to the same degree, but still leaving that fresh memory in your minds. As you are walking out, you get to the outside of Diastock. This fairly large community of Zemnian individuals that live here seem to be protected and surrounded by the Crown's Guard in particular. Knowing that this is a large commerce city, you can tell that the goods and services here are being comfortably patrolled by these Crown's Guards all around you. Even as you are moving into the city, you recognize the formal armorware of Zemnian military that seem to be ever present here and working very assuredly. Wandering through, you look around at the nicer district around here, and you notice that really large manor, Fordrum and Argon. I read that and then my brain just Fordrum and Argon. Last time you were here, there was a very large manor that was besides the Asteloth estate that was here as well. Right. Or the Asteloths were staying with the Prime Arbiter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they were staying with the Starosta here. And as you see that other large estate next to it, it seems to have boarded up windows, boarded up doors, and an ever-present large grouping of Zemnian soldiers keeping patrol and watch around it. Everything else in the city seems relatively untouched other than the back-breaking presence of the military that is patrolling the streets, terrifying the denizens and forcing them into their homes. Well, the storm's probably not helping that much either. But now that you've made it to this elegant city, what is it we would like to do?
Y'all want to see if they've got, like, basilisk mucus?
I don't know that we need it. We're past the thing that petrified people.
In case it ever happens again that we get petrified. Also, they might have diamonds here, since they're located next to a mine.
We have diamonds, we just need to break them down.
I'm just saying, it's always a good idea to see if they've got any in stock.
One of the soldiers interrupts your conversation and charges up to all of you. What are you doing out here? Groups larger than 5 need to be under constant surveillance and escorted around by the Crown's Guards.
I nudge Zurazar. That's you, man.
Oh, I severely apologize. We had just got into the city. I just returned from Marquette, and if there's a new curfew, I was unaware of it. Me and my compatriots here, they are under my employ. I can assure you that they're here simply to be my advisors. Well, some of them. Some of them are also here to protect me from such a thing as, unfortunately, it does seem as though the war when I left has increased.
Roll me a persuasion roll. That is a very clear, thing that you're doing in this instance.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. 34. Oh, no guidance. Okay, so just 31.
Well, if Fordrum wants to be known as a spellcaster, that's up to him.
No, I forgot.
Yeah. So 31, measly 31. He looks you up and down and... Under this awning over here, hand me your paperwork. And he
Of course.
escorts you all under an awning where you see that there is a woman sitting in her chair. She seems half dwarvish as she is standing there, like human-dwarf mixed. And she's just sitting with a very large array of berries.
I
that she's
will
selling.
remove my my papers from my coat pocket, pass it off to her.
I do have an umbrella, and I will be using it and holding it over me and Zurazard. Because I picked one up to shade myself from the sun when we were in Marquette.
Mm.
And I still have it.
The parasol, that's right. Fancy. So holding that up for him, he'll look at the paperwork and read through it. Very well. Well, I apologize for interrupting you on your business adventures. It is customary that any groups larger than 5 have to be followed at a distance in order to ensure that there is no mishaps within the cities. There's been a lot of defectors from the Empire lately that we are keeping an eye out for. I'm sure you understand. I'll be giving you a reasonable girth between you and your businesses, but I will be following you through the city.
I completely understand. I appreciate your candor and your honesty with all of this. Your service to this country is always nice to see.
Of course, sir. It is to protect you. And as he says that, he looks at the lowly saleswoman with a little bit of a raised nose and scoff, and then will move himself about 40 feet away, just barely far enough that he can see you and definitely not hear you under the pound of the rain.
How much for the berries?
Well, before we get to that, Fordrum, you do hear her under her breath say, in Dwarvish, fucking asses. I hope he chokes on fucking his own dick.
How much for the berries?
It's 1 silver a bag.
I'll take a bag.
She'll pull out a bag and you can fish out whatever berries you want from the stall. There's a good variety: blackberries, strawberry, blueberries, a couple of other wild berries in there, and she takes a variety of whatever you like and stuffs them high into the bag and hands it over.
I'll take one too, as a matter of fact.
Of course, sir. Do you have any preference?
No. Whatever your favorites are.
Do the exact same thing and hand it over. 2 silver pieces.
When she hands it over, I will, instead of a silver, I will palm her a platinum.
Her eyes go wide.
And I will lean down real quick, and I'm just gonna say, that way you can rub it in his face that you made more than he does in a year in one day.
I need you to roll me a sleight of hand check to make sure the guy watching you doesn't notice. Oh, fuck yeah, he doesn't notice. Wait, he has a fighting chance. I need a nat 20. Yeah, no. And what were you saying, Fordrum?
Well, I hand her a platinum also because I don't have any silver. And I'm not slick about it at all. I'm just like, here you are. Keep the rest for the children.
Sir, we're not allowed to accept large tips.
No one can tell in this rain. And I say in Dwarven to her, no one can tell in this rain.
She looks down over at the man who has pulled out a ledger and wrote something down and put it back.
I don't know what you mean.
Like,
It all
pop
looks like
his
silver.
hand, take the platinum, and put a silver piece on the table.
Whose hand are you popping?
Fordrum's.
Oh, okay. Then
The city has eyes.
I can't have... I'm sorry, I can't accept that. They will raise my taxes and expectations on this month if I have too much.
What do you mean? I just gave you silver.
I'm aware, and she looks over at Fordrum.
Then I very blatantly put it back in my pocket.
Yeah. But
And
We should go somewhere before I go knock him out so that I can pay the woman.
You all are, you're a very daring group, may I say.
Oh.
Thieves can anybody?
Yep.
Me!
The two of you
Both
pick
me and
up
Drizzt.
on, she's trying to allude to the famous artificer and adventure novelist, and adventuring member of Vox Machina, Tyrion Darrington, who is from this town, and though he was human, left his legacy after passing along of the Darrington Brigade, which was at one point in time the second largest adventuring organization in the entire world. Now has been pushed back to the third or fourth largest. She's alluding to their adventuring spirits.
DB was always my favorite read.
Very lovely stuff. Well, I hope you all enjoy your berries. Freshly picked every day to bring over to the stall. Be sure to come back through, or maybe try my sister's place.
Oh, and where would hers place be?
It's over at the Winnadir tavern.
What do you got to do to win a deer?
You funny.
I will make sure to pay her a visit whenever an opportunity arises.
Thank you very kindly.
I just hand her another silver piece for another bag of berries, and I go stand next to the guard. Want a berry?
40 feet back, away from everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. You go back there, and he'll look at the bag, roll a deception check. Let's see how... Yeah, I'm just coming back here to make sure you're okay, buddy. You are.
Oh, I just want to just hang out with him because there's nothing that I need to do.
Oh, then persuasion. You're actually chilling with the cop. He'll look over at the gesture and reach in and take a few of the berries himself into his palm. Paying a silver piece for a bag of berries is preposterous. All of these...
Unless you have a moneylender in this town that can break silver into copper.
Oh, of course we do.
Oh,
But all of these individuals that live in this city who aren't of the Truscan family caliber are doing everything they can to keep their income low so they pay less to the taxes.
well, she got paid 2 silver. I mean, she gets taxed for 2 silver.
I
Nothing
don't know
wrong
about
with
you
that.
guys, but I want to go win a deer.
So, are you guys going over to the Winnadir Tavern?
Works for me.
Might as well. As we're walking, I will
No
I'll
reason
pop,
not to.
I'll pop some berries, and then I'll hold the bag up to Capriccio to see if he wants any.
I'll take one.
The berries are delicious. They're good. They're very sweet. Considering that you're right outside swamplands, you were kind of expecting them to have more of a swampy taste, almost like a bit too...
Boysenberry.
Yeah, but surprisingly, they're just exceptionally sweet. I mean, they're good berries. Not good berries, but they're good berries.
Varn, there's another adventuring group you could join here.
Yeah, DB.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
The Darrington Brigade, unfortunately, has been disbanded.
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun.
Really? Why is that?
Committing to acts against the Empire as an organization. Treason.
Yeah.
We've found and executed a handful of their, well, higher members. But don't worry, we will find the other ones before they escape this town.
That doesn't sound like them.
Winnedeer. Oh. That changes everything.
That's how you spell Winnedeer.
I think you're gonna have to win a deer.
Fordham's just standing there reading the sign like, oh.
It's not venison.
There's actually a wyvern on the sign outside, but it's kind of broken down and the paint on it is chipping off, even with the rain right now. The guard will look at all of you heading in, and I'll stay out here and patrol while you all get yourselves settled. If they give you a problem with occupancy, holler for me.
Alright.
We are here to protect you, and everything he's saying is directed only at Zubazar. The rich fuck.
Took out my Tal'Dorei.
Tal'Dorei, since you're going inside, can I have that umbrella?
Yeah, after staying out here.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, you're not gonna go inside?
No, I don't do well in crowds.
Fair enough.
Keep a sharp eye, Candle. Hand Candle the umbrella once Zurazar has made it inside the door.
All right. As soon as you head inside, you see the guard is kind of looking around in there, and as soon as the door opens, there's this massive orc who just moves up in front of the door frame and holds it open for all of you to come in, but his eyes are just locked on the guard. Come on in, our loving guests. Just beaming over everybody except Verhorn's head. Just none of you are thanking him? Wow, okay, nice.
Alright.
Manners. Anyways, you all get inside, and he will close the door shut and position his back to the door specifically to make sure it doesn't open by any lurkers. Looking inside, this tavern is more like what you would expect from a city of this size and caliber. There's music playing by a lofty band over in the corner. There's drinks being passed out very quickly. There's all manners of emotions flying by individuals who are seated at tables, at the bar, lying in the corner. Many of them seem a little serious, but there's a few of them that are depressing, crying from being too drunk, as drunks always get. And there's others that seem to be, well, just enjoying some lively song and music and practicing dance moves that they have no business to be attempting.
There really is no contest going on here, huh?
I think you may have misinterpreted.
I heard that all wrong. You just
Ooh, a whole deer?
I just misread this whole place.
Did you get hit by a beam without telling us?
No. I heard win a deer. I thought that sounds exciting. I don't know why.
Forgerum, did you ever change your appearance?
No.
Okay.
He's got a cloak on. That's about it.
Right, I have a cloak over my armor, but
All right. Well, now you guys are in here. What are we doing?
What was the what did she say her sister's name was?
She just said, look for my sister.
Shit, that's her
And
name.
you know how to do that with Thieves' Camp.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Well, it's not so much of as with Thieves' Cant. You have to... There's dwarves, there's humans. Nobody's half dwarven in here.
Is there a table for 5?
There could be if you ask somebody to scoot over.
Yeah, well, I'll go ask someone. Do you mind if we sit here?
Yeah, sure. He stands up and moves away from the table and drags his other buddy away from it, who's completely shit-faced. I'll tell you what, I'm fucking slap a bitch. If he tries again, I'm taking my money. Hey.
He sounds pleasant.
As he's just being drug away by his collar.
Thank you.
Good. You guys get in the next round?
Yeah.
Bitchin'.
I'll clear away whatever dishes there are so we're comfortable.
Mugs.
Oh. I'll take them to the bartender, say I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 9 full mugs, and you can refill these 2 also.
Very well. We'll pour all of the mugs and lean over towards you. Are you opening a tab or paying up front?
I just turn around and look at Braska, and then who I know is Braska, who we call Vern, and go, we'll need to open a tab.
Very well. How much are you putting on it?
Are there eyes in here?
There's a couple of shifty, drunk people, but nobody that is an authentic threat to any of you.
I ask her, because I you know. And I put 2 platinum on the bar for her, but I'm trying to hide it as best as I possibly can, which is...
Sliding it between the mugs.
Sleight of hand, please.
I'm totally fine with failing this.
15, not bad. And as you do that, she moves the big mugs that you have over on top of the pieces, and as that happens, she takes out a cask and begins pouring it into them, and one of them overflows, and you watch she picks them up and uses her rag to wipe up the coins and the overflow with a little wink towards you.
I just smile. That was so good. You are very good at this.
I've done this once or twice.
Yeah, nice job.
Thank you. Yeah, here's all of your mugs. Enjoy them. You all getting some rooms here?
Probably.
Or is your fancy pants staying somewhere nicer?
I don't know. I walked the first 2 over to the 2 that we evicted, and then bring the others back. I put 1 mug in front of everybody and 4 in front of Varn. And then I pick up one of Varn's and go, sorry, I forgot. And I go outside and I hand it to Cynthia, holding my hand over it so that it doesn't get too wet.
Oh, she has the parasol.
Yep.
Right, well, that's the thing, is once I get under the parasol, I can take my hand away.
Okay, gotcha.
Go, here you go.
I'm on duty, thank you. Not that you brought him out one, but...
No. If you need one, let me know.
I'm on duty.
Right.
Exactly.
So, you head back on inside?
Yeah.
So...
And I look at the ogre at the door and go, thanks for letting me in again.
Yeah. Your job's to keep the riffraff out, and he's clearly mugging that guard and shuts the door and locks it.
Understood.
So, Mr. Fancy Pants, are you getting some rooms here?
I think so. The lovely berry lady recommended this place.
Berry lady, you say? She'll look at your bag of berries that you still have and... Mind if I grab a few of them? I'm
absolutely.
a little famished.
Absolutely.
She'll reach in and just move the berry so she can look at the bottom of the bag, and at that point, Zurazar, you see the bottom of the bag has like red paint in a line across it. She just smiles.
Ooh, you picked out some raspberries. Good choice.
Very. Oh, don't worry. We'll set you up with a very proper room with a decent amount of privacy for you. Your liege, majesty, whatever we call you.
Moneybags.
Please, you can just call me Shaw.
Shaw. Very well. We'll set you up with some proper rooms. I'll have the keys delivered over to your table personally for you. In
Appreciate
about
it.
an hour.
Ooh. I know you're quite busy. I'm perfectly fine with the wait.
Enjoy your rounds. Of course,
Fair
you
enough.
picked up on the subtle connotations. Give it an hour when they give you the keys. Whoever you're looking for will be in your room.
Yeah.
Welcome to Shady Towns.
Woo!
Is there like an alleyway between this bar and the next building?
Not so much like a narrow alleyway, but more of like a wider gap. The buildings aren't tightly fitted together. It's just there's a little grace, like with a small, I'd say about a 15-foot wide gap between the two buildings. Not a small one, but an alley.
Okay. Does it look like there's much foot traffic through there?
Roll me a survival check. I will say disadvantage because of all the rain. Aside from individuals who would pass through there in order to vomit, pass out, be thrown out on their asses, you don't see that as like a solid thoroughfare. It doesn't make any sense to traverse from there to the back of the building or anywhere else.
Yeah. So out of sight, out of mind. Normally, where they find drunk people passed out.
Yeah, or where you
Um,
throw them because fuck that shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna say to the guard, seems like they don't really like you, this establishment. Wonder if there's like a side window you can keep an eye on.
There
Yeah.
isn't. This establishment is completely sealed off on all of their windows. They haven't opened them up since we moved into the city to protect them from the betrayers. Some people believe we are not on their side. We're here to help secure the Zemnian ideals, no matter what.
Well, if you'd like, I can make a means for you to see through there.
What are you?
I'm my liege's guard and scout. I can find the light in all types of darkness, i.e., if they're trying to hide something from you, I can make a way for you to see. I think it's my civic duty to do that for you.
So, roll me a deception check unless you authentically want to help him.
I do want to help him.
Really? And you
Yeah.
know that will completely fuck over the party if they spy something they're not supposed to, that you're savvy to thanks to thieves can't.
Okay, I guess it would be.
Yeah. Are you
deception.
lying to him to keep his attention, or...
I'm trying to lead him over there and make it look like I'm going to make an eye opening for him. Then I'm going to execute him.
That's called... Why would you even argue with me on that? That's literally deception! You're not being like, hey, come down this alley so I'll murder you. That would be persuasion. Or intimidation. But, like...
We persuade you to come down this alley so I can stab you in the neck. It's fine.
You have to roll a minimum of 45, and they'll be like, hey, you're joking.
I'm gonna roll my gain.
Very well. As if I would ever trust an elf.
Well, fair enough. But, they're
Actually,
actively preventing you from seeing in.
my job is to patrol and to secure.
Fair enough.
He stands there, ready, just staring at the door, now with a very strong distrust of you.
I want to incite, his capabilities. Like, what is he wearing? What is he equipped with?
Roll me an insight.
$35. Why couldn't I get that on the deception?
Right. 5 javelins, a long sword, a round shield, and what is readily in his hand is a halberd. He is wearing chainmail armor.
Okay.
So by your estimates, I mean, definitely bigger than like a typical town's guard, but for your capabilities,
Child's play.
I mean, he might survive a round if you roll low. You could definitely kill him in 2, though.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, those of you inside, you meet up at your table after Zurazar has gotten his little bit of information. And looking around this establishment, everybody who's used to doing shady shit, at this point, most of you, you can definitely tell that it's a little too loud in here from individuals for anybody to really listen to your table unless they were clearly showing a sign that they were listening, like leaning closer in, not making noise, which would be completely out of place in a place like this.
This Argon knows that this is not his area, and he's only going to make it worse. He learned that when he tried to buy a knock spell. So, he's staying out of it.
Zurazar, this is your moment to communicate with people.
I'm
They have
sorry,
no idea
like,
what you know.
My computer kind of froze like a solid a minute. What
Okay.
What'd you say?
They're unaware of what you're aware of. But you do have privacy at the table. It's too loud for people to be able to tell what's going on.
And who's at the table now?
You and everybody other than Cynthia.
Okay. So we're not meeting the sister, I think. Is what I'm gathering from this.
The what?
I forgot you don't speak that. The berry lady, she wanted us to come here initially. So we're meeting someone here. Not sure who, but I imagine with a smidge of bribery will show that there's more to us. So don't be shocked, please, when you walk into our room and see there's probably someone else in there. Unless they try to kill us, then obviously try to kill them.
Well, thanks for the heads up. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Barry.
Sure.
Tart.
Is anyone else? I mean, Forgerum, this is not the town that we visited. Has it even been a year since we left Diastock?
No. Well,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's been just slightly over a year, but not by much.
I mean, the noble's house is boarded up.
Yeah.
It's almost like they've gone into full military lockdown in the city.
Yep. Different for sure.
I wonder, have they created martial law everywhere in the Empire? Are they on that much of a war footing?
We probably should ask somebody.
I'm assuming that's Zerozar's sister that we're.
My sister, what?
You said something about a sister.
I said the berry lady's sister.
Oh. I didn't pick up on that.
Goodness, Arkin.
It is louder in here.
And they ran out the Darrington Brigade or arrested and killed some of them?
Yeah,
Seems like it.
I need you to roll me a charisma check, Maldor. Let's see how loud you're actually speaking.
Oh God, really?
Yeah. You want a high roll because that's you controlling your voice better.
Yeah, I know what you meant. 7.
As you say that, the music stops. It happened right in the pause of the song, and many individuals rotate their heads and start glaring at your table. The bartender, hey, you guys, keep playing your fucking music now. You see there's a lot of tension in the room immediately, and the band slowly goes back to playing their music, and everybody else kind of turns away, but there's definitely a more serious energy to the tavern than you all were expecting. Cynthia, for the briefest of moments, it was quiet in there.
You heard
And
a
then it
record
picks back up.
scratch.
I knew I should have kept my mouth shut.
You know, you have a very acute sense to just talk at the worst times. And I mean that in a nice way.
Is that normal, Mr. Guard? For an establishment to go that silent?
What are you talking about? There was silence? He seems a little more observant than Argon.
I'm going to go over to the alleyway, look down it,
Wasn't intended. I had to kill a Zim.
and then go, make an expression like shock, and then scamper down.
And they're gonna have to
Another
kill Imperial Guard
deception
today.
check. Yeah, he's not following you.
That's fine. I didn't want him to follow me at that moment. I want him to stay perfectly where he is for at least about a minute.
Okay. So, some time goes by, and ooh, good point. Sorry. What the hell? Where is it? Sorry, guys, I lost one of my things. Alrighty, there we go. Some time goes by, and then the bartender moves over to your tables with a bit more of a serious look on her face as she looks over towards you all and places down a pair of keys. Sorry, we only have the one room available right now. Go over towards the back side, over there, all the way to the back hallway. It'll be the second to last door on your left.
I appreciate this. And as I take the keys, I'll drag it across the table just enough for thieves can't. And it's just basically him apologizing for his friend.
Yeah, many of them are a little bit more. There's a lot of tension now, but you all head upstairs, or not upstairs, down the hall, and the second to last room. As you get over to it, when you open the door, at first what you see is a walk-in closet in front of you. It seems to be a broom closet and mop and nothing else in here. Oh, wooden buckets for water.
Open for water.
I'll glance around to see if I can't maybe find like a keyhole or if there's anything that sticks out.
Investigation.
Oh, I'm not good at that. Okay, I'm actually not that bad. 22.
We love 22. Looking around, you end up finding on the back side of the wall there is an actual keyhole, and you can place the key and it fits perfectly inside and open it up.
Best behaviors, at least in this setting. Come.
You all one by one shuffle in. Of course, Zurazar first, and everyone else afterwards. As you get into this room, you see that it's a lot bigger than just the broom closet that you had seen. It would appear that sections of the other two rooms on the sides have been made to look like they're smaller in order to fit this other secret room back here. And as you all move in, no windows, no signs, no nothing. However, Fordrum and Argon, you both recognize one of the two individuals that are seated here. The one that you do not recognize appears to be a very deep, dark, licorice-colored skin man, human in cursory glance, but their eyes have this hint of gold in it, and there's a strength that you can tell just from the thickness of their neck, though the rest of them is completely shrouded and unmoving underneath a very long cloak that flows over them. As he stands there looking at all of you, you notice the other man sitting beside him. Fairly young Triton individual that has a bit more scars on his face than the last time you saw him. By the looks of it, battle scars from some type of sharpened weapon and axe. When you look over at him, you recognize it's Shay, Corvus's brother.
Oh.
As soon as he sees you, Fordrum, he just takes a breath and... They're good.
You've grown up.
They're good, and he goes over to give you a hug.
Yeah, I hug him.
Holy shit.
How's your sister?
Alive.
Good. Parents?
Also alive, last I heard. Wow.
That's good. We'd heard rumors otherwise.
Who are you?
Oh, yeah.
You're a human.
Yeah,
Hello, fellow humans.
Hello, fellow human. We'd heard rumors otherwise. You've met me before with Fordrum, but I generally seem much taller than I am right now.
I've got no idea who you are.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
I remember seeing you once or twice. I can't recall where. Points at you, Braska. But,
Oh, I'm actually from this town.
that might be it. Where they were traveling, adventuring companions with my brother. All the way up to the end.
We met Brosco officially at your brother's funeral.
Maybe that's why I saw him. I wasn't paying close attention. he looks over at the other man, and the other man just gives him a affirming nod. We should talk, have a short conversation. Were you followed here?
Depends on how you want to say it. Like, one of the city guards followed us, but...
Nobody else? Just the guards?
Because we're a big group.
Just the guards. They were a bit pushy, but I was able to calm them down a little bit.
Okay, good. Well, come in, and he pushes against the walls where you hear this clicking sound, and it opens up into the other 2 rooms on the sides, just with sections of it that you could easily hide in. The other rooms, their keys are lost, so don't worry about anybody easily getting in there. Of course, if the guards come a knocking, skedaddle over there. We can't be seen in this city. And as he goes over towards the bed, you see that his left arm also has some very hefty scar marks, also axe in nature, Fordrum.
So you've been fighting.
There's a lot to catch up on.
Okay.
So it would seem.
So, the military and a handful of its generals realized that the money coming in from the Herethus mines was enough to, well, deepen their pockets for more power within the Empire. So they set up a order to take control over it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But, of course, my father tried arguing diplomatically, and they accused him and my mother of treason to get them out of the way so that they can legally take ownership of it. As soon as my sister was seen attempting to argue with it, they also started to accuse her of treason, which is when she and I went into hiding. Luckily, I have some friends from the Darrington Brigade that I was helping during the rebellion to begin with. They helped us hide away as best as we can, and he pats the leg of the man who comes over and sits beside him. And yeah, me and Penelope have been hiding. Trying to help out wherever we can, but right now what we're trying to do is help first Diastock. They moved a large section of their forces away from the city itself, so now that you're here, we can get it back, right? Easy. Fuck yeah. Oh, no more worries.
Well, obviously it's not my place to talk, Zurazar, you probably should, but we're on our way to something bigger and possibly worse. I don't know if we could be of much help at this moment. And it probably wouldn't be a good idea for us to involve ourselves with fighting with the Empire here now.
I mean, if not here, where would you start? I mean, that's...
Yeah, I don't think we should tell you. There are bigger parts to the war than here, and we're trying to resolve or solve some of those.
All right, so we're still on our own. All right.
For a bit. Well, not a minute, literally.
You've lasted this long. I'm sure you can last a little bit longer.
Every day is a mystery. More people end up getting caught from small mistakes, and the boot on the people's throat is getting tighter and tighter.
Maybe there's something we can do quickly as we pass through. To be clear, Shay, I'm Argan.
You're
just in a
You're
very
Argan.
different...
You can burn them down easily.
Yeah, well, you know,
It's child's play for you. I've heard all of the stories.
I'm already pretty high on the most wanted list anyways. If they find out I'm here, it's only going to make it worse for you.
Wait. And he looks over at his friend. Is he like... That's not an illusion.
No.
Wow.
An illusion wouldn't have passed much muster. I would have been caught too soon.
Wow. All right, so, is there any news from the other side that you can give us? Anything we can look forward to? Are they finally going to be fighting back, or anything? We've just been waiting for Tal'Dorei.
Right now, it looks like Tal'Dorei's pretty defensive, but the Empire attacked Nicodranus and failed, and it might be an
a rallying
encourager.
point for the Menagerie Coast.
Good, they failed. All right. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that was also us.
Good.
We played a part in it, yes.
The other man says, not really trying to hide it under his breath at all. So you'd help them. Got it.
I'm sorry. If you want to speak, you can speak up. We're all friendly here.
I said you're willing to help them. I assume it has to do with your loyalty to them.
To Nicodranus? I'd been there once before that.
It's
I think-
ideals of right
I
and
mean,
wrong.
it's like a nice town, but like,
It
I
is
think you are looking a little bit far too into it. We're, funnily enough, we're actually quite neutral in all of this, but we know,
I think it's enough to say we know right from wrong on that at least.
exactly, and we know when people need help, and I don't think we're gonna look to the Empire and have the mindset of, yeah, they're doing something right.
It's not worth arguing over. Please, it's Kaylin. It's fine. I'm sure they have their reasons. Shay, you need to put your foot down on something. They say they've only been there one time, and yet they helped them. How many times have they been with you and your family? They have saved my family plenty of times. They don't owe us anything.
To be fair, we've also had a bit of a harder time getting back into the Empire.
And if it makes any difference, if we are successful in what we're doing, all of this conversation doesn't matter anymore.
And how
Because
long is that going to take? How many more people are going to die? How many more people are going to have to get beat by the guards for not being able to make ends meet?
Beat by the guards. The Empire launched a weapon that killed thousands at Nicodranus in one shot. We're not fighting this over the sake of a few people getting beat in alleyways by guards. We're fighting to keep them from wiping entire cities off the map. I'm sorry that we can't help you, but if we draw attention to the fact that we have entered the Empire now, we lose any chance of making a decisive and heavy strike where it will do the most damage to the people that are causing this to all of your people.
I understand completely. It's you have more important things to focus your attentions on. I get it. It's fine. I was a little too hopeful when I saw you. I apologize. Kaylin, please,
Have you ever killed a snake?
Yeah.
So the easy way is to cut off the head. That's what we're attempting.
We're gonna do.
We're also gonna chop the body into pieces.
Yeah, and chop the body into pieces.
Yeah.
And
Probably
burn its
feed it
den
to
to
my
the
rabbit.
ground. Feed it to the rabbit.
Kaylin stands up and marches over into that middle room and slams the false door shut.
He seems charming.
Shay looks over at you, and his sister and his partner were both killed but a few days ago.
I do hope he realizes if he led with that this conversation might have gone a bit different, but I can understand the reluctance.
Talking's not particularly his strong suit.
If it helps, if we did do something to alleviate the stress here, A, the Empire would probably just crack down on you even harder, and B, we're kind of a big deal to some of them, and they'd probably come down way harder for that.
I understand. I completely understand. You all have to do what you have to do. Do you have extra provisions by any chance? There's a couple of the non-profits that are struggling right now. The orphanage, the safe houses. Something small like that. I just so we can keep our people strong.
Or do you need food?
We need food. Every coin that passes through here is taxed, and
you don't have a way to sneak coin around.
I got something for that.
whenever somebody messes up sneaking it is when something bad happens.
Here, take this. And I hand them an alchemy jug.
What? What's that?
It's a magic thingy that it could give out like some foodstuffs, I think. Arden, you're better at explaining magic stuff.
It can make mayonnaise.
It's a constant refillable container of liquid type things. I mean, I guess you can make milk. I don't know. Can you conjure broth in one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, broth is reasonable. Not with meat in it, but you know,
Right,
not
broth.
chunky, but soup,
But
tomato, or
I could
ketchup.
feed 'em-
Mayo, honey.
I could feed
vinegar.
I could feed a bunch of people for one night. That's the best I can do with what I have. Creating food's not really a thing that wizards are capable of very heavily. I
Make
could
a
throw a
bunch
hell of
here.
a party for one night.
Do you have any sort of farm or something like that?
The farms are all being patrolled and regulated by the military right now as well. Make sure there's nobody trying to sneak or steal, and punishment for stealing right now is, well, you got put up in the stocks for 48 hours. Most of the people stealing food can't live that long, so.
Why not slip over to the Menagerie Coast for a month or two?
How? We can't leave. There's
Show you a. Oh. If you got out of town, I could show you. We could tell you a path. But you'd have to be able to get out of town.
And
I,
that path isn't exactly safe.
Yeah,
I
that'd
am
be awfully dangerous for civilians.
I am not going to
Fine for us, but
I'm not going to abandon these people. They need help, and I'm waiting for Penelope to get back from her mission.
What is happening at the Hearth's First Mines?
2 generals have taken up position there, and your family is currently working still, but all of the profits are going directly into the pockets of those generals.
so it's more like they're getting worked.
I mean, The Empire's still paying. They're just paying the military rates, not what our family agreed in a contract. There was a couple of rebellions. Dwarves don't really like to be fucked over, in my experience.
Yeah.
But more or less things have calmed down to the point where the ones that don't want to work just abandoned it and left. A few of them heard that Pride's Call might be a safe haven for people who are tired of all of this, and yeah, the rest are still working. All right, go ahead, Cynthia, and roll.
So this whole time I've been setting up snare traps, which are a spell.
Yep.
Once I place it, it becomes that until it's tripped. So I know where they're at. They're invisible.
All right.
I'm going to cut myself slightly so there's blood on a blade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cure that cut mark so I'm not bleeding. I am going to disguise self, turn myself into Telly, and because we're about the same height.
Yeah.
And
Wait, you're gnome height? They're like
short.
2 to 3 feet tall. Disguise self can move you within 2 feet, so long as you're no taller than 5 feet, then you're fine.
Yeah, I'm short.
Okay.
And I'm going to come around the corner just quickly, right as it's getting dusk and dark out, with the blade showing, and go, oh, nope, not this way. Fuck, stupid elf. And dart back down the alleyway.
All right. For this one, this is a full performance check instead of deception. You're putting on a
still
show.
The same roll either way.
Yeah. I'll say advantage because you literally different person, cut yourself, healed yourself. Like, yeah.
14.
Now he actually has to roll. +1.
That's 2.
Oh no, he's not +1. He's +3.
It's still a nat 1.
4. What is going on? He runs out. What's the saving throw against your snare trap?
It's my spell save DC.
Yeah, but what is it?
17.
Okay.
So
what
as
is
soon as it goes up, I'm just going to, because I'm invisible, I'm going to execute him on the spot.
Slice. With your
And
sneak
then
attack and everything
rope
else,
trick.
he's fucking dead.
Yeah, rope trick, throw his ass up, since he's already up there, and then just start dismembering, and then throwing it into the bag.
Jesus, we're down below having a pleasant conversation while someone is up top performing like human rights violations.
Yeah.
Once the body
You don't
has
need to
been-
dismember him to fit him in the fucking bag. You can just fit him in the fucking bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Once he's well, I don't want to pull another Sobek with a body.
yeah. All right, this is a common fucking Crown's Guard. It's not.
Okay.
It was 2 days from
And since
retirement.
it's getting dark out, I'm going to use flaming arrows and start, while invisible, shooting at random guards, leading them towards the swamp.
Jesus.
Alrighty. So.
And the sending that I had with, or the message that I had working with Argon will go, the guards won't be your problem anymore.
I just got a message from Cynthia that the guards won't be a problem anymore.
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean?
Not
Isn't there like a whole army of guards here?
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna point in the direction. Oh no, I don't have message. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought I did. No.
Wait.
Can you ask for specifics potentially? Because I don't know what Handel was doing outside.
the night is my oyster.
My name is Candle in the Dark.
Found. So
I'm gonna send a sending to Candle. What are you talking about? What the hell is going on?
you have 25 words, Candle.
Give me a minute.
Yep. So back to inside the room. I'll talk to him, and I appreciate any assistance you all can lend, anything at all. My brother told me stories, Argan, of you storing a spell in an object.
Yes, I can do that, but it only lasts for about an hour.
Could you do that before you leave town? Once you're far enough away, just anything that you think could help me. There's some good people that are currently in prison that we need to free. The ration station needs to be raided. The guard station needs to burn.
We could do probably one of those before we get out of town.
If you could help with any of those things.
I mean, I could certainly give you a fireball. I can give you a stone shape. You can create your own door into the... Is there like a back wall that's not guarded into that supply? I can give you the ability to make your own door.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, anything at all. I don't want to... I trust that whatever you guys are doing is right.
What do you fight with? Weapon-wise.
He reaches down into his pocket and pulls out a wand.
Oh.
Yeah. I was not... Corvus was good at fighting with his hands. I found someone that is helping me to have more power.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that, Shay.
No, it's...
Who'd you make a deal with?
It's not... It's completely transactional. I'm
not judging. Sinclair, who was a very good friend of your brother's, did that. Who?
It's a double.
Okay, maybe.
Oh, no.
Listen, the contract was very straightforward. Okay?
No.
It's clear. At the time of my death, I will owe them either 100 years of servitude based off of material realms aging, or I will owe them 1,000 gold or products with my family's name. That's it. And if I want more, I offer them... I have to pay more, but it's very straightforward. Also, I'm not allowed to burn... Like, I can't stop forest fires, which is very strange. But, yeah.
Alright, well that's... If that is the deal, then that actually sounds like a pretty good deal as far as those things go.
That seems shady. It's too straightforward for a devil.
Yeah. You don't happen to have a copy of that, do you?
Oh, I wrote it all down verbatim, yeah. He reaches down into his back pocket and pulls out, like, a wrinkly old piece of parchment.
I'm surprised they let you talk about the deal.
Well, that was the thing. I told him that if we're going to make a deal, it has to be direct, to the point. He said there has to be a stipulation, in which case he can get my soul, but, I mean, I'm familiar with lawyers and everything like that for all manners of different contracts with my dad. I worked the deal out with him. It took us 5 days. But, yeah. Now I can
only way to get a good deal in hell.
No, it's
It's
probably
just
going
been
to try to
days.
sabotage you.
Probably, but I'm not good at fighting. I'm no good at learning magic. I have no attunement to nature whatsoever. I need to help people.
I understand. And by the way, everyone, it appears that Cynthia has started the guardhouse on fire and is running into the swamp.
He's running into the swamp.
Yes, I'm not sure what prompted this, other than they seem to be offended by the fact that the guards were hurting people.
I don't. Here's. I truly do hope. Actually, is she? Do they? I have many questions, and I don't think I'll ever get the answer to it. I think my issue is that if she's seen, I imagine there's not that many tabaxi-ish women here, and we came in with a tabaxi-ish women.
We probably need to get out of here.
Yeah, we probably do.
I can help you all get through the city unseen. There's a little bit of sewage lines that they haven't discovered yet connected to this building.
If I give you, oh God, I don't have stone shape prepared. I can't. What do I have that I can give him a moat of?
Something to destroy a wall? If I can rescue all of the people from the Darrington Brigade, then at least we'd have enough people to start fighting our own fight.
I have stone shape.
I know, but I can't make a moat out of a spell you have.
Right.
I was gonna give him a moat to do it.
Yep.
So you guys can be an hour away. Great alibi.
Where is?
Except we're sneaking out of town now, so who knows where we've gone.
Fourth spell slot or lower. I can give you a fireball. I can give you an area of confusion. Or I can give you greater invisibility. It doesn't last as long. It only lasts a minute.
Never mind that.
But because I don't have regular invisibility with me right now. Misty Step, I can give you some teleportation for one person. Resilient Spear, I am just...
Do you have your coin pouch with you?
Yeah.
Give it to me.
He'll hand you over the coin purse. You open it up, and for an Asteloth, it's pretty barren.
I put 100 platinum in it, and I say, this is to buy your soul. Don't spend it if you can.
Yeah, I don't know why people like to sell their souls to devils. That just seems like a very poor business opportunity.
He was desperate.
It's
I
still-
will give you one thing before I leave, and I will cast, and it will create the mirror door in the wall. Like, on the other side of that wall is a banquet that will feed up to 100 people for the next 24 hours.
Oh.
But you cannot take the food out, so you have to go in there, you have to eat. So the mansion will be solely a big banquet hall. So I'm not putting up like the whole thing. I'm just making a big banquet hall to sit 100 people.
Now, who is allowed in and who is not allowed in? I guess the easier question is, what are you forbidding from entering inside?
I don't think I can make it specific enough to just be guards. I either have to open it to everybody or I have to open it to just certain people, right?
Roll the spell. Let's read it.
Maybe you can give access control to him.
No, it's at the time of casting. You and any creature you designate when you cast the spell can enter. Yeah, so it has to be all or nothing.
Yeah, so I'll make it all. So but it's up here. So if they get in, if the guards raid this place and get in there, there's not a whole lot I can do about it anyways. But I'll let him decide who he tells about it.
Okay.
But it'll last for an hour or for a day.
Thank you.
Also, if you manage to get out of your pact and you still need magic, let me know.
Oh yeah, he does that.
I would have Yeah, if I would have known there was an option to get some fairy magic, I would have gone with that. I love fairy tales.
Well, next time we meet, maybe I can tell you a few.
Yeah, I would love to hear it from... I'm sorry, are fairy tales actually real, like from the wilds, or...
Some of them. Sure.
I would love to hear
can
about
tell
that
you all the
stuff.
real ones.
That'd be awesome. All right. Anyways, yeah. Let me show you a way out of town.
Do we have any of the magic talkie paper to messages give?
You would have to teach him how to do it,
There.
which would take a lot of time.
And we know that that is tracked now.
Zemnian
What?
paper is.
What happened to the stone of sending we gave them?
My father had it
Okay.
when he was captured, so now they have it.
And I didn't know it was only Zemian paper that had that limitation. I thought it was all.
No,
The
all,
spell.
all magically created paper, like magical paper and ink in the Empire, is infused with that so that it goes back to
Oh.
him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it's paper from anywhere outside the Empire, it still works fine. If it's paper
Oh.
from in the Empire, made in the Empire, it won't work.
Oh, wow, that makes
Well,
a
that
huge
is
difference.
completely different than what I was told.
That's different than I thought.
Or maybe
So-
yeah.
He just said that they could track the paper. Is all he said when he sent me a note.
Yeah. Anyways, he guides you all out through the side alleyway, which you all do notice very quickly there is some spilled blood that's being washed away by the rain and a small dimensional space where there was definitely a rope trick not too long ago. You all know her MO at this point. Anyways, traveling through the city, there's a bunch of different turns you have to take before you can get over towards a sewage drain that nobody seems to be near and drop down inside. Crawling for a short distance, literally army crawling through, until you get into wider areas where the water seems to be flowing a bit more strongly. It would be a task to get through all of this, but not for your hardied group of adventurers. Not to mention Braska's big enough he can just move anybody who's failing across, so. After about 40 minutes or so, you crawl out of the large drop where they are filtering all of the sewage from inside the stock into some type of section of the swamp, and all right, guys. It's good seeing you all again.
I will contact you when we are on our way back.
All right. And if you change your mind, just let us know, and we'll fight with you guys. It's either you or Tal'Dorei. We need some type of backup, but we'll get there eventually. We'll get there. We just have to hold on a little longer, right?
Yep, a little longer.
If you get desperate for you or your sister, there is a small hut, and I'll try to give them a rough idea of where it was that we came out of the mountains. Mm-hmm. Inside there is a lantern. Light it and wait. There is a man who can smuggle you over to the other side of the mountains. You can use the money Fordrum gave you if you have to. If you get across the mountains, if you get to off on the other side, head to Nicodranus, talk to Tiffany at the Church of the Raven, tell him you know us, they will help you. If you need to get your sister out or something.
Thank you. And he'll go over and give both of you a hug.
Also, my name is Capricia in case you try to contact me in the future.
Capriccio. Shay Asteloth. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Shay.
You as well. And he'll shake your guys' hands, but the other two are met with hugs.
I don't know how I feel about Shay being a devil warlock versus him being a Capriccio warlock. I'm really kind of torn on
The
that.
devil you know? or the Fae you really don't. So,
Yeah.
on that,
The Fae who has your toe, or the devil you don't know?
Yeah.
on that
That's more like it.
wondrous thought and note, we're going to call the session here, everybody. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a great time. We'll see you. Bye.